Yo, what up? What's popping, man? What's good with y'all, man? Hope everybody doing good today, man. Hope everybody doing good, bro. Hope everybody is doing good on this Black Friday, day after Thanksgiving, man. We're gonna have an open panel today. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna enjoy some boxing talk tonight. I'm gonna open up the panel in a little bit. You know, and we're gonna talk about this whole Terence Crawford, Errol Spence situation, man. We're gonna talk about it, bro. Connected. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a fun conversation. All opinions are welcome. You know, everybody from both sides, and it's gonna be fun. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who we got in the building, bro. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all smash the like button as you come through. Be sure to what I need y'all to do. Oh yeah, be sure to donate to the Cash App. Donate to the super chat down there, man. If you could, it's gonna be fun, bro. It's gonna be a fun night of boxing talk. Let's get to it, bro. Let's see. We got the troll killer, Mr. Shelton, in the building. Cono Loco Sports coming to us from work. He's in the building. Who else we got in here, man? Opulent LD is in the building. Dwayne Freeman, salute to you, Dwayne. We got Sheena coming through. Salute, Sheena. Ricky Williams is in the building. What up, Ricky? Let's see. Daryl's in the building. Who else we got in here? C. Wood, what's up? Y'all be sure to drop a comment as you come in the building so I know you hear Cassandra Mason. What's good with you, man? So while I'm letting this thing fill up before we get started and this thing goes haywire with this Errol Spence and Terence Crawford conversation. PGH Big Dog, what's up? Mr. Lightning's World, what's up with you, bro? What's up with you? Salute to y'all. Y'all smash that like button as you come in here, please, please, please. And as I said when we started the show, any donations to the Cash App or to the Super Chat are very much appreciated. Let's talk about a couple of fights this weekend, bro. Then we'll drop the link and we'll get to this thing. We got our double cup, you know what I'm saying, a little vodka, a little cranberry, and we gonna talk, man. I'm gonna let y'all talk, and we're gonna see where everybody head is at. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos, bro. Listen, Teofimo, man, he better win, bro. It's like he digging himself this hole. He's really making it to where he's putting a lot of undue pressure on himself and on his fan base with his actions and his words. I mean, I've heard all kind of shit this week. I just haven't had time to make videos on it, bro. But I've heard him talking about he the reason Terence Crawford and Sean Porter got the bag that they got. You know what I'm saying? I've heard him saying, talk about, remember he said he was going to fight Devin Haney next for the undisputed title. You know what I'm saying? To see who's truly undisputed once and for all, or who's truly the WBC champ once and for all, and they fight for undisputed. And now he's saying he going to drop his belts. He want to move up to Josh Taylor, but Josh Taylor ain't trying to fight him. Josh Taylor trying to fight Terence Crawford. So we've heard a lot from Teofimo Lopez, and a lot of it has been about everybody except his opponent tomorrow night, bro. And to me, that's dangerous, fam. To me, that's a dangerous situation and a dangerous proposition when you start overlooking opponents. You start looking at other things that really could hurt you in the fight that you're actually in, bro. You don't want to overlook any opponents. This is boxing. And salute to Sir Ken, Mr. Catalyst in the building. What up, Mr. Catalyst? We got Butter B in the building. What's up, Butter? The thing with it, Crush the Legend, what's popping with you, bro? The thing with it is, man, no matter how many skills you got, if you ain't focused on the task at hand, no matter how big of a talent gap there is, if you ain't focused on the task at hand, you could get picked off, bro. You get picked off. And George Kambosos, he hungry. He been stewing. He been sitting up here waiting for the opportunity to take on Teofimo Lopez. The fight has been pushed back multiple times, no fault to him. And he looked like he gonna be a tough out, bro. Strong determination is what it looked like he got. He looked like he got a strong will, and he ain't just coming in there to lay down. And a lot of these mandatory challengers or these fighters that are not the marquee name, they'll come in that mug and they'll lay down, bro. They'll lay down and the fight will be won before the fighters even step in the ring. And salute the Cool Killer 187 in the building. 87 in the building. Y'all smash that like button as you come in if you haven't already. G5 Gay, what up, bro? Salute to you, man. Appreciate you coming through. Dondada, what's up, man? What's up with you, bro? And so for Teofimo Lopez, I hope he's focused on this. My brother's keeper was popping with you, bro. I hope he's focused for this because he got a game opponent in front of him. Couple of things. Kambosos, I worry about him because he likes to jump in. He kind of keeps his head on the line, and he's easy to be timed by good counterpunching. And Teofimo Lopez got great timing. He's very athletic. He sees things in the ring well, and he got power in both his hands. Like for all the stuff that we can say about Teofimo Lopez, maybe not. Salute Davis, what up, bro? For all the things we can say, and salute to Daryl again. For all the things that we can say about Teofimo Lopez, he can fight, bro. He can fight. Might be a goofball outside the ring. Might be somebody that lies a lot and does a lot of clout chasey stuff outside the ring. But he's somebody that you got to pay attention to inside that ring, and he can really fight, bro. And so I think Kambosos gonna have his hands full. I already did a video on this. I broke it down. I got Teofimo Lopez by stoppage in this fight. I just think the skill gap is too wide, and looks like he locked in at the weigh-in. Now there were some rumors that said that he was having trouble missing weight or making weight, I should say. And salute to King D. I see you in the building, bro. What up, TJ? I see you. Let's see here. I already said that to my brother's keeper. And so I think maybe he might be tough at first, but I think Teofimo Lopez will get him out of there. I say about round 7. Round 7. I don't see it going past 7 because Kambosos is gonna be extra aggressive to me, and I think that aggression is gonna work out against him. He's gonna be extra aggressive, and he's probably gonna get caught with something. And he's gonna realize that Teofimo Lopez, for all that talking, for all the nonsense outside the ring, for all the ducking and diving and all that shit with Devin Haney, he gonna find out that Teofimo Lopez can fight, bro. And so I got Teofimo stoppage before the 7th round. Other fight we broke down, and then we'll get to the Errol Spence and Terence Crawford thing because I know that's what y'all here for. Looks like it's filling up, man. We've climbed up to 28 people in here, and I know all y'all ain't smashed the like button, bro. I know y'all haven't, man. Put your seatbelt on, bro. Put your seatbelt on when you hop in my car, bro. What's up, sweetie? Daughter's in the building. G Parker, what's popping? Mac of the South, what's popping, bro? How you doing? And so for the next fight, bro, we did Stephen Fulton versus Brandon Figueroa. A lot of people picking Brandon Figueroa. And I see why. He got a very good style, has an extremely high work rate. This Brandon Figueroa, man. And Brandon Figueroa, like, I don't know what it is, but he don't look how he fight, bro. He don't look how he fight. Salute Votes UK in the building, bro. Salute to you. But B says you right, my dude. I still want to see an upset. Yeah, we'll see. I ain't mad. I ain't mad if we get an upset. I just want whoever the winner is to fight Devin Haney, bro. That's all I want. I want whoever the winner is to fight Devin the Dream Haney. But to the next fight, and to me, the biggest fight, bro, of the weekend, I gotta say Brandon Figueroa and Stephen Fulton, just because it's a unification fight. And yeah, I know Kambosos and Lopez is too, but this is 2 champions fighting each other, not a mandatory challenge. And I think this would be a more competitive fight, to keep it all the way real with y'all. And people picking Brandon Figueroa. I had some questions in the weigh-in. I was watching the weigh-in on the homie Key channel, Everything Boxing. I was watching the weigh-in on this channel, bro, and Brandon Figueroa looked like he stopped by the mall before he came to the weigh-in, bro. He looked like he stopped at the mall, at the little sample stand of Dillard's or something, bro, and he put a bunch of like makeup and eyeliner and lipstick on, bro. It looked strange. Like he looked like he had on like cherry red strawberry blossom lipstick, bro. Like I don't know how I feel about that, just to keep it all the way real with y'all. Like I don't know how I feel about a fighter like Brandon Figueroa. Get your ass whipped because you'll walk up, you'll think shit sweet with him based off of how he looked, bro. You think shit sweet with him based off of how he looked, but then he get in that ring and he can fight, bro. But my worries about him in this fight, he gives away his advantages. He can box, but he loves to bang on the inside with you. He's somebody that really, really, really is looking to throw 80 to 100 punches per round, but he gives away all his advantages. He's like extremely tall. He's like 5'9", bro. 5'8.5", 5'9", bro. 5'8.5", 5'9", with like a 72.5 inch reach down at 122 pounds. And when you think of dimensions like that, you like, shit, bro, he must gonna fight to his height, use his jab. use his boxing skills. But now he trying to get inside on you, and he trying to hit you with body shots, hooks, and uppercuts on the inside. He'll switch stances to get a better angle on the inside. Brandon Figueroa can really fight, bro. He can really fight. Stephen Fulton, much more versatile in my opinion, much more slick, has much better boxing skills. He showed he's an underrated inside fighter in my opinion. Just go look at his fight with Angelo Leo. And he's highly skilled and great timing on the outside. Very good foot, and he too had very good feet, I should say. And he too has a very, very high gas motor, bro. He got a very, very high engine. Like, he don't get tired either. This is gonna be a fight, bro. This is going to be a fight. Brandon Figueroa didn't let me down. I picked him to knock out Louis Neary, and that's exactly what he did, bro. Silver's, you right, bro. Figueroa is a dog, he says. I agree wholeheartedly. He's the absolute dog in that ring. I don't know, bro. He should have washed his face before he came out to the ring. Dondada said he was drinking red liquid. Okay. I mean, okay, bro. If that's your thing, then do you, bro. Like, if that's what you want to do, then do you. You feel what I'm saying? But, for me, in this fight, I got Stephen Fulton. I want to go for Brandon Figueroa because he's from Texas, because I like his fighting style, but I just think there's a huge defense gap, bro. There's a huge defense gap. I think Brandon Figueroa is going to get hit much cleaner in this fight. Salute to Demetrius Bright. I see you in the building, bro. I think Brandon Figueroa going to get hit much cleaner in this fight than Stephen Fulton is. I think Stephen Fulton is going to have a game plan of boxing, and I think when they're boxing, he's gonna have much more success than Brandon Figueroa. And then when they're on the inside, he's gonna have just enough success as well. So I think he'll be more successful in more spots. And I got Stephen Fulton outpointing Brandon Figueroa to a unanimous decision. I'm thinking 8 rounds to 4 type of unanimous decision. I don't think it's gonna be as close as 7-5. I think you could probably edge it even 9-3 on some scorecards, but I think most definitely Stephen Fulton will win a highly competitive, highly contested 8-4 unanimous decision. King D, the fight is tomorrow night, bro. And then a couple of announcements. Cono Loco Sports is gonna be calling. So if you want some objective, objective commentary, bro. If you want some objective commentary and you don't really, we're gonna get into it, Jay Cooley. We about to drop the link in just a minute, bro. We're about to drop the link in just a minute, and I don't want a one-sided panel, bro. Terence Crawford fans, I need y'all in the building, bro. He got all these fans, you know what I'm saying? He the cash cow is what a lot of you say. I need y'all to hit that link when I drop the link, bro. I need it. I need the link to be hit, and I need y'all to have this conversation because we got to talk about this shit, bro. We got to talk about this shit. And so for me, Stephen Fulton, as I said, 8-4 unanimous decision. That's my pick. But Brandon Figueroa can definitely win. I just think his defense is going to be his downfall, bro. He gonna get hit much cleaner. The judges are gonna see it, and then Stephen Fulton is gonna outpoint him. And then the announcement I was gonna make. So you got 2 places you can go to get the calls, man, the live calls. So the networks be tripping, bro, in terms of they're announcing how they bias and shit, how you can tell based off of 30 seconds of hearing them talk who they want to win the fight and shit. Like, they can tell, bro. Yeah, DP Rocket, it's about to go down. Hope everybody show up, man. Valerie, what's up? My wife is in the building. Salute to you, babe. Salute to you. Mr. Lightning's World in the super chat. I appreciate you showing love in that super chat. And y'all be more like Mr. Lightning's World, man. Showing love, bro, for the hard work and for the grind. He says, awesome show. Keep up the great work. I intend to, my brother. I intend to. I'm going to do what I can do when I can do it, bro. But so for the live calls tomorrow, bro, you got 2 places to go. And salute to K-Rod in the building. I see you, bro. You can go to Cono Loco Sports. He's going to be calling the fight for Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos. Or if you're more interested in hearing the call for Stephen Fulton and Brandon Figueroa, you can go over to KQKC Boxing Network to catch the live commentary for both cards, both fights, man. And it's going to be fun, bro. I'm going to have the fights on. I'm going to have laptops up and everything. I got to watch everything because I got to cover everything, bro. But it's going to go down, man. So here it is. We got 40 people in the building. Y'all smash the like button. We about to drop the link, man. We got to talk with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Listen, man. I want to know what's up, man. I got some things I want to discuss, bro. I'm gonna give y'all my whole rundown. Then we gonna drop the link and we gonna keep it in order and we gonna talk about it. All opinions are welcome, bro. If I don't know you and you want to hop up on the panel, that's cool. You just got to turn your camera on. let me see you. You know what I'm saying? So we can make sure we ain't got no troll business going on, and we're gonna go from there. So here's the agenda, bro. This is what we're gonna talk about. So I want to know Terence Crawford being ranked number one by the number one welterweight by Ring Magazine. I want to know how some of y'all feel about that, bro. Terence Crawford fans, I need y'all to explain why he number one. Errol Spence fans, I need y'all to explain why he not number one. I want to talk about Terence Crawford pay-per-view sales, bro. I want to talk about that shit. I want to talk about Errol Spence leaving the arena. I want to talk about Eddie Hearn talking about he don't want to sign Terence Crawford. I want to talk about Terence Crawford leaving Bob Arum, bro. I want to talk about Terence Crawford blaming Bob for not getting him to fight with Spence, and I want Terence Crawford fans to explain to me if he's saying that, then how the hell is Spence still ducking him? I want to talk about that, bro. I want to talk about Crawford's hit list where he want Thurman next and not Spence, which he said on the Porterway podcast. I want to talk about how Spence is scared, right? How he's scared he don't want to fight Terence Crawford, but he retweeted wanting Terence Crawford next. I want to talk about that a little bit. I want to talk about, are y'all cool with Errol Spence fighting somebody not named Terence Crawford? And then I want to know what the definition is of giving Terence Crawford credit. You know what I'm saying? Spence is back training. And then we want to hopefully attempt to answer the question of who really wants this fight. So let me drop the link, okay? Let me drop the link. We're going to have a free, everybody can come on, bro. Everybody can come on. If don't nobody want to come on, then shit, I'll just talk about this shit. It's fine with me. We're going to rock out regardless, bro. But we're going to talk about it. And I don't want a one-way panel. So it'll be no disrespect to anybody. Let me say this now, bro. I dropped this link. Okay? When I drop this link, if we get up here, we chopping it up, and everybody Terence Crawford fans, or if everybody Errol Spence fans, you know what I'm saying? If that's what happens, if that is indeed the case, and I see somebody that's in the chat talking about, you know, going against us or going against, you know, whoever's on it, then I'm gonna drop the link for them to come on. Cause I don't want everybody up here agreeing and stuff. I want different opinions, different, you know, train of thoughts and all that stuff. So let me smash this little. Get this done for y'all. Then I'm gonna pin it, so I ain't gotta worry about no more. Copy that right there. Boom. All right. Hit that mug. Let me pin it. Boom. There we go. There we go. The link has been dropped, and it should be pinned as well. So let's talk about it, bro. There it is. Yep, done popped up. All right, cool, man. So while I'm waiting on some people in the backstage, you know, to pop on, we gonna catch up on some comments. I see Dwayne Freeman. I see K-Rod, Ricky Williams. What's up? See here, man. Canelo, a known drug sheet, suspended for PEDs. Crush the Legend is in here. All right, let me start bringing the bros up. Boom.
Hey, what's up, Knockout?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
All right. Salute.
Hold on.
Salute. Good, bro. Let's get this shit started, bro.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. What y'all got, K-Rod? What's up, man? What you team Spencer? You team Crawford, bro? What's up, Big Texas? I see you in the building. Jay Smith, I see you.
I'm team
K-Rod. What side you on, K-Rod?
I'm team Errol Spence. I'm team man down over here.
Okay. All right. Crush, what's up, Crush? What you repping, bro?
I'm repping strap season, bro.
Okay. Dwayne?
Man, I'm team boxing. I'm
team boxing. Okay, I like that. I like that,
bro. Everybody's trying to give us a good fight.
I like that, bro. So let me ask y'all this while we're waiting on more people to join, and we'll start with Crush first. Crush, what do you think of Terence Crawford's performance, bro, against Sean Porter?
Good performance, man. I would have did the same thing if I was Terence Crawford. He did exactly what he was supposed to do, and that's not let Sean Porter fight on the inside. Regardless if Terence Crawford is good on the inside or not, he kept it rangy, and that's what he was supposed to do. I would have rather see the stoppage or, you know, knockout or whatever the case, but we ain't going to get into that. Kenny Porter getting too much play with that, but good fight by Terence Crawford and he's calling out Thurman next instead of Spence. It is what it is. I don't really think those two guys, as far as Spence and Crawford, is going to be at 147. I could be wrong. If they ever fight, it might get at 154. It's a chance we might get it. Chance not. Him fighting Thurman. Everybody knows Thurman. He's efficient to the body, but other than that, he can box his ass off. He still got a little punch, but he ain't one time no more. So if that fight happens, I'm gonna lean towards Crawford, not by much, but Thurman can fight. If he can keep Terrence from actually getting to his body, he's pretty good. The solid in the chin. I'm gonna say 51-49 Crawford.
Okay. All right. Let me Sweet Tea, I see you in the building. KQKC said that you had a question about Gary Antonio Russell fighting tomorrow. He is fighting. He's fighting against Alexandro Santiago. I did the breakdown and the prediction up here on this channel. So his fight's not canceled. Gary Antonio is fighting this weekend. And salute to KQKC himself. I see you in the building, OG. Salute to you, bro. Ricky, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Hey, peace, guys. How everybody doing? Peace to the guys, man.
Salute, Ricky.
Peace, Ricky.
Chilling. Dundada, man, you always say that, but you see the damn stream yard, Dundada. You always stay in the comments though, bro, which is cool. I ain't tripping, but come on up, bro. Come on up. It's cool.
Click the link, just like Bud need to make the fight, bro. Click the link.
Yeah.
Like Bud need to make the fight, bro.
Got you. So Dwayne Freeman, same question to you, bro. What's up with Terence Crawford performance, man? Were you impressed? What's going on?
I wasn't impressed. I mean, he did what he was supposed to do, but like I said, I wasn't impressed. It was a 50-50 fight. It's just, I mean, he did what he was supposed to do.
I got you. Jalik, hop on. Jalik, I got the hold on, Dwayne. Jalik, go ahead and hop on, bro. We need some Terence Crawford needs some reinforcements up here, bro. He needs you, Jalik. Cause it's a lot of people on Spence side, bro, and I don't want to have a one-sided panel, bro. So you are more than welcome, Jalik. You know you can hop on if you want to. The link is pinned up there on the comment section, man. If you have some time, bro. But go ahead, Dwayne. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
No, I'm just saying, like I said, I wasn't impressed. He did what he was supposed to do. I mean, we all knew that he was a better fighter than Sean Porter, but for all the Bud fans, he was supposed to walk straight through Sean Porter, and the real boxing fans knew that it wasn't going to be like that, and it was just like we thought. He was going to have a tough fight, and he was going to pull it off, but it wasn't no walk in the park, and that's how I looked at the fight.
I got you. Dundada, bro. I'm not trying to get jumped, my boy. If you can give me a slot to speak, I'll be more than welcome to speak. Dundada, you know how I run my panels. All of y'all that seen my panels that's up here right now, don't I let everybody speak, bro? And if somebody try to get cut off, I tell the other person to let them speak.
Yep.
So, bro, you more than welcome, Dundada. You more than welcome, bro. And you've been supporting my channel since I had like 200 subscribers, bro. I ain't gonna let nobody jump you, bro. We just talking boxing. It's cool. It's cool, bro. We just talking a little boxing. We just talking a little boxing. K-Rod, what's up with you, man? Let me know. Were you impressed by Terence Crawford performance against Sean Porter? Before you do though, let me Jalik, what's up, Jalik? How you doing?
Yeah, I would say Terence Crawford's performance to me.
K-Rod. Hold on, K-Rod. Jalik, what's up, bro? You there?
Oh, what's popping, man? Thanks for the invite. Appreciate it. Shout out to everybody on the
bro. Yes, sir. You know you always welcome, man. You always welcome, bro. But K-Rod, go ahead. That question, you, man. Were you impressed with Terence Crawford? What's your thoughts on it, man? And kind of break it down.
Honestly, for me, like I really wasn't so impressed of Crawford's performance. I thought he got touched up way too much, and I thought Sean Porter had let the best of him in most of those rounds. I thought Crawford, was going to like absolutely dominate Sean Porter, but that wasn't to be the case. That was a true 50-50 fight. And I thought Terence Crawford, he showed a lot more holes rather than a lot more advantages that showed in the Sean Porter fight. So I think, honestly, if he were to face Errol Spence next, I got Errol Spence by brutal stoppage because Terence Crawford's ring IQ and his athletic ability and defensive reads are just not that good compared to, I guess, of his earlier years.
All right, cool, man. Let me hop to Ricky. Ricky, give your assessment.
Hey man, Bud a good little fighter, bro. I don't know how.
And hold up, Ricky. Hold up. Hey, bro, you been stalking me for a minute. The link is in the chat, homie. The link, bro. The link is in the chat, my guy. And we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. You know what it is. Links in the chat. Go ahead, Ricky.
Bud a good little fighter, bro. I've been telling y'all this for years, bro. He did what he's supposed to do. I keep like this the crazy part to me, bro. Okay, I'm just gonna answer the question. We'll talk about the rest later. I'm just gonna answer the question.
Yeah, fact. Go ahead.
Right. Bud didn't make no adjustments. He was trying to get that same combo off all night. He was trying to, it wasn't no adjustments, bro. Right? It's just he was throwing it and he finally caught Sean with it because Sean either gave up or Bud beat it out of him, however you want to call it, right? Terence Crawford, congratulations. You're the first person to actually stop Sean Porter. Congratulations, Bud. You did it. You did it. So was it a great performance? Yes, it was. It was a great performance because he finally passed the test that he never took.
I got you. Hey, I ain't mad. I ain't mad at that assessment. Jalik, how impressed were you with Terence Crawford's performance, bro? And Alan Young, I see you in the background, bro. I'm gonna get you up. Give me about maybe 5 or 10 minutes. I'm gonna have one of the brothers hop off and have you hop on. It'll probably be K-Rod hopping off and then have you hop on. If you just want to hold tight, Alan, you're first in line to get on, bro. But go ahead, Jalik. What's your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, he won me some money. I have
Can't hear you, bro.
You said I had $400 on Crawford, so
I'll get off like right now.
Okay, go ahead,
Right.
K-Rod. I'll let Alan on.
I won like $400 on there. I always knew that he would knock out Sean Porter, but Sean Porter put up a good fight at the beginning of the fight. Sean Porter has some good defense. One thing about Crawford, he don't got great defense, but he's athletic and he has excellent ring generalship. Like all the greats, like James Toney, they make you fight to fight. So somebody that has great ring generalship is gonna have to beat him because his stamina is amazing. He don't get tired, and homeboy has mental breakdowns where he always get dropped around the 10th round. So Crawford is beatable, but Errol Spence ain't gonna do it. Errol Spence ain't gonna do it. But I know it's a couple fighters that I know that can beat Crawford, but it's not too many. It's not too many because his adjustment is switching to southpaw, but you're gonna have to be like real patient, go to the body. If Errol Spence, if he get Errol Spence,
yeah, we can't hear you, bro. I can't hear you.
We can hear him just fine. Y'all can all hear Jalik, right? I think that's you. I think that's you, Crush.
I can hear him.
I think that's you, Crush. Maybe it's something with your mic. Go ahead, Jalik.
I was just looking at the Brian Custer. Errol Spence is a cool guy. I hope he comes back, but when you at that top level, if you don't feel like you can beat the guy, you're done. I don't never bet with a person that don't believe in themselves. And you can see, just like Jamal Charlo don't believe he can beat Andre, Errol Spence don't believe he can win. I'm just telling you that right now. Don't bet your money. Y'all bet me, y'all gonna lose. I'm gonna buy me some 10 pairs of Bo Jacksons. Trust me.
Okay. Alan, what's up? Welcome to the panel. I don't think I've had you on before. How you doing, bro?
Salute, knockout. Salute to everybody. Salute God, Ricky Williams. Salute Dwayne Freeman. This is my first time, and yeah, man, I appreciate you for having me on the panel. I don't agree with what Jalik said at all, but
I got you. No, go ahead. Go ahead. This is what this is for. Respond before
Sean,
you do though.
First
before you go on responding to him, just give me first your assessment of were you impressed with Terence Crawford? Then once you get done with that, if you have any rebuttal or any response to Jalik, feel free to go ahead and do that. But go ahead and give me your assessment on the fight.
All right, first. I got you. I didn't expect Bud to stop Sean, and he stopped Sean. So I give him all props for it. I didn't agree with the stoppage, but that's neither here nor there. But I saw a lot of holes in his game, man. And I know he's not going to fight Errol like he fought Sean, but there's still some things that Errol does great that Bud I don't think he has answers for. Because when Sean was was going on the inside, Bud, he can't fight on the inside, and he don't have that where Errol would fight Sean Porter's fight, Bud can't fight Sean Porter's fight, so I feel like, Bud did what he's supposed to do. Because I did have Bud number 2 at welterweight even before the Sean Porter fight. I've always known him to be a skilled fighter, So I know, like, the only dude I think he won't beat is Errol Spence, and he's not gonna beat Errol Spence. So
let me catch this. Let me catch this super chat right quick, and I'll let you continue. TJ, salute to you in that super chat with that $5. I told you, bro. How you gonna ask me to do a prediction just for you, bro? I do the prediction, and then you go against my pick and you get it wrong, bro. I told you, man. I told you that the what's the homie name? I forgot his name, but I told you he was gonna win. Hold on. I told you Hector Gabriel Flores was gonna beat the shit out of Jay Harris today, bro. I told you, TJ. You gotta listen to me, bro. You gotta listen to me. This is what I do.
Right? Knockout. You picked to win, right?
Yeah. See, I got that one wrong. Why you bringing up old shit, bro? why you bringing up old shit, bro? Look at the record though. Look at the record. You see that record? That's real. That's real right there. That's real right there. Let me let Crush back on. But Alan, go ahead. I know you had some stuff you wanted to say back to Jalik, bro, about what he said. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't see how somebody could look at Errol Spence, his track record. He's kept to his word and say, "Oh, I don't think he believes he can beat Crawford." What makes people say that? What makes you say that you believe he can't beat Crawford? This man got out a car accident and fought Danny Garcia and dominated. Ain't no tune-ups over here, man.
Okay. All right. Let Jalik, what do you think of that, bro? What you got to say to that, bro?
Fighter, but some people, I'm not saying he afraid of Crawford, but he don't, in my opinion, he don't believe. Look, he don't believe that he think he can win. And the boxing is 90% mental. You can see right through these guys. All you got to do is listen to them and the way they move, and you can figure them out. Look at Teofimo. These guys
don't compare Teofimo and Errol Spence, man. Don't do that, man. Them dudes is cut from different cloths.
Let them talk, Alan. I promise you'll get the floor, bro.
That's part of it. Now, stylistically, Errol Spence. The thing about Crawford does, each fight is not the same. So one fight he'll come out one way. He's going to take Errol Spence's jab away from him. Not only is he going to take his jab away from him, I give you that. He does fight on his inside game is not great neither. His inside game is not great, but Errol Spence, like I'm trying to tell you, man, he's just going to run into something, and then on the inside, he just, like I say, if Errol Spence from 2015 that believed in himself, I give him a hard chance, but he don't believe in himself. So
I got you. Hold on real quick. Hey, salute to Mike on Sports. Mike, man, Jalik is the only one up here holding it down from Crawford. So if you got time, bro, I open up a spot for you on the panel because Jalik, they about to go in on it. I see Ricky raise his hand. We're gonna let Ricky talk for a minute. So Mike, man, if you want to hop on, bro, I got the link pinned in. I have somebody hop off for you. Jay Cooley, I see you in the background, bro. I'm gonna let you on as well. But we only got a limited amount of space. So, but go ahead, Ricky. What were you about to say, bro?
Bro, God, if y'all so good at reading people and psychic, and y'all Cleo, come for your free reading, bro. Why y'all can't get Bud Crawford in the goddamn ring with Spence? Why? Why is it now the same excuse that y'all allow Bud Crawford to use about not getting a fight? Now it's gone, but now he wants to fight Keith Thurman instead of Errol Spence. If he's so confident that this is what going through Errol Spence's head, Errol Spence, this is what y'all do. Y'all, the buzzsexuals, maybe not you, God, but I'm telling you, this is the narrative out, right? Errol Spence puts out on his Instagram, what's the next fight he want? Did everybody see that?
What did he put out?
Did everybody see that?
No,
He put out.
I'm not a teacher. I'm not a teacher. Do your own research. Okay. I'm not your teacher. I'm not your educator. Do your own research, guy. He put out that he want that fight next. And then y'all boy, after the biggest fight of his life, say he won't keep Thurman next.
He said, y'all know who I want. That's what he said. And then he is like, he listed some names.
So why is he asking for Keith Thurman?
He said he wanted Errol Spence. He said, y'all know who I want. He went to his fight, right?
Sir, then why is he asking for Keith Thurman on Sean Porter podcast?
My man, like if you ever want to bet, we can put the bread up, bro. Like I'm telling you, don't ever. I'm gonna give you a little secret. Don't ever bet on somebody that don't believe they can win. I'm telling you, bro.
How do you know that?
It's boxing. I know.
No, you don't.
I'm not the only
the problem. No, you do not, sir.
All right, bro.
No, you do not.
Men lie, women lie. Energy don't lie, bro. Just look at Jamal Charlo. He said he don't want to fight. It's the same thing,
Jamal
bro.
Charlo have to do with Errol Spence Jr.?
They don't have to. They don't get challenged. It goes back. I can break it down for you, but I'm gonna win a lot of money on here. Like I said, I'm gonna probably buy.
That's great. And if you gotta get in the ring first.
I don't think they're gonna fight though.
Why not?
I don't think they're gonna fight.
Why not?
I don't think Heyman, they don't want to fight. Why they ain't been had a fight?
They offered him 60.
He told you.
Hey, real quick, y'all. Real quick. L Dub, what's up, bro? Salute to you. I'm trying to get more Terence Crawford people up here, bro. I got 2 more Spence fans or people that I know gonna side more with Spence in the background waiting to get on. So if I get one of the brothers off and have them hop on, I know for a fact they gonna, because I know Jay Cooley, I know Batman, they gonna go in and they both in the background waiting. Eldo, if you got some time, bro, Terence Crawford needs some help, bro. Terence Crawford needs some help right now, and I'm not even talking because I don't wanna just add to it, bro. So I'm just sitting back enjoying the show like the rest of us. But let me go to Go ahead. What you about to say, Jaleel? Go ahead.
Her fans got more confidence in Earl than Earl has in himself. It's easy. I'm gonna win a lot of money. Like if y'all niggas want to put the money out, we can put the money out. I'm telling y'all right now. Don't bet with your heart. You gotta really. You got a favorite, and you.
Bro, this ain't about no bias, it's about Bud making the fight, bro.
Let me go to Dwayne. Let me go to Dwayne Freeman because I got to get some more brothers up here. So y'all let Dwayne Freeman talk because Dwayne, I'm gonna let you do your thing. Then I'm gonna have another brother hop on and I'm gonna take you off, bro. But go ahead, Dwayne. Respond to everything that you've been hearing, bro. Everything that's been said so far. Give us your take because you said you team boxing, bro. So please make some sense of this for us if you don't mind, good brother.
Like I said, I go for whoever's giving us the good fights. But I can't see how this brother here is saying that Earl don't believe in himself when Earl was the one saying he don't want no tune-up fight. He want to go straight for the champion. So if that's not a man that's saying he don't believe in himself. He came off a car accident. He went straight to, he said he wanted either his mandatory, which was Danny Garcia, or he wanted Terence Crawford. Now that he had the eye injury, he said he don't want no tune-up fight. He want Ugas or he want Terence Crawford. That's not a man that doesn't believe in himself. That's a man that know he's ready. He said a tune-up is for somebody that's not ready. So that's not a person that don't believe in himself. I don't see how you don't see that.
When he used to call himself man down. When the last time he had a knockout? You like as a person,
it doesn't matter about a knockout.
Let me break it down some more so you can understand it a little bit better.
Let me do this right quick, y'all. Let me do this real quick. Dwayne, I got Mike on Sports in the back. Let me have you hop off, Dwayne. I'm gonna bring on Mike on Sports, and then Alan, I'm gonna have you hop off, bro, and I'm gonna bring on Jay Cooley because he was here first, bro. So if you don't mind, Alan, if you hop off, bro, when we get more room, I'll have you hop back on, okay? I just want to even up the panel a little bit, y'all. That's all I'm trying to do, man. Let's see here. Let's get Jay Cooley in here. Let's get Mike in here. Hold on, and bring Jalik back. My bad, Jalik. Add Jalik in here. So we got Mike, we got Jalik, we got Jay Cooley, we got Ricky. That's an even panel. And then Batman, it says your device is disconnected. If you're listening, bro, you can hop on as soon as it pops back on, bro. But until then, I can't have you on because it says your device is not connected. So hop on when you get a chance. Now it's even. Now the games can begin. Mike, what's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Hey, bro, what's going on? Mic check. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, bro. We hear you perfectly well. So the conversation that the fellas was having is we got the whole Errol Spence and Terence Crawford thing. And you know what I'm saying? And what they're talking about is how impressed are you with Terence Crawford? And then I'm sure you've been hearing Ricky talk. I'm sure you heard Dwayne talk. And just kind of your response to them, man. And you guys, y'all got the floor, man. Let's talk this good boxing talk, man. What you got on all this so far, Mike?
I mean, I'm just sitting back laughing, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, my man, I don't know my guy name with the black headphones and the black shirt.
That's Ricky Williams, bro. His name Ricky.
Oh, Ricky, man, how you living, bro? I'll just speak something. You want to speak? Okay, all right, solid but strong. Okay, I got you. Oh, I'm looking like I'm hearing Ricky said he called to keep Thurman out on Sean for the podcast, right? Yes, no.
I think that's what he said. Rick, that's what you said, right? He
okay,
yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
With the head nod. But in all actuality, he said he got a hit list. He got Errol Spence, Ugas, and Keith Thurman. And he also said no matter in what order. And the reason I think that's a big issue because Errol Spence is coming off a retina issue. Last thing we want to hear is Errol wasn't 100%. Errol wasn't this, Errol wasn't that. And before you say anything, he already done it in the past. In the Danny Garcia fight, before the fight, he said, I'm good. I'm 100%. I'm back. I'm ready to fight. After the fight, what did he say? I'm 70%. I'm not 100%. I'm not back to where I was. So only thing we want to see is Errol off a year layoff in an injury, get a tune-up fight, get some kind of fight, and then go to a fight with Terence Crawford. Why can't we get that to make sure that both guys are in the best condition that they can possibly be in? One man coming off a year and if they fight in like March or April, it'll be almost 18 months. 18 months layoff in an injury. That's not the fight that we want to see. But go ahead, Ricky.
Go ahead, Ricky. Go ahead. You want to respond, bro.
Y'all gave him full credit for beating a broken up ass Kell Brook. Y'all gave him credit for beating up a broken ass Amir Khan.
Who gave him credit? Whoa. Who gave him credit for something that he's supposed to do?
Everybody. What is you talking about?
If you want,
y'all go one at a time, bro. Y'all both can't talk. Go ahead.
Cut you off.
Keep it to me. I'm not everybody. I never gave him.
Cut you off. I didn't cut you off, did I?
Labeling me as everybody.
Did I?
Don't lie to the people. Don't lie to the people. Don't lie to the people.
Did I cut you off?
Don't lie to the people. I never said that I gave him credit for Kell Brook or Amir Khan.
Why y'all always want to go individual, bro? When y'all know y'all got the blood sexuals out here, bro. Now you want to play personal.
You doing name calling, brother. I ain't called you out your name.
Did I call you out your name?
You said blood sexuals. Y'all.
I said y'all
blood sexuals.
Are you a blood sexual?
Apparently I am. I'm defending blood.
You taking that the way you want to take it. The blood sexuals take up for the shit that Bud do, even though he contradicts himself all the time.
You passive aggressive. I see.
Call it what you want. I don't care. You don't pay my bills.
Listen,
Ricky. Hey, real quick, fellas. Jay Cooley, what's up, Jay Cooley? Hold on, y'all. Hey, let me bring it back. Hold on, y'all. Let me bring it back. Hold on. We just talking boxing. It's not that serious.
I don't say nothing,
fellas. I don't want mute y'all, bro. I don't want mute y'all. Let's keep it boxing. We ain't got to go back and forth like that. Let's let everybody talk. Jay Cooley, what's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, famo.
What's up, bro?
Hey, man, what you got on this whole situation, bro? Go ahead. The floor is yours, man.
Jay Cooley, nigga.
Say something, Mike. Say something.
What's good, man?
Nothing, chilling, fam. Chilling. All I'm gonna say is, man, Bud is a good fighter. He's a great fighter. But don't be acting like he just an invisible ass dude, like he ain't got no flaws. Now, to me, that Sean Porter performance, it was some bullshit. You know why? Because y'all hold Bud to this certain standard that, you know, he sold this, he sold that. Sean Porter should never won a round. Should never won a fucking round. That's how I feel about it.
Damn, you shouldn't have won a round, bro.
He shouldn't have won a round. You know why? Because how Bud fans
tell me
act.
why, bro. Tell me why, bro.
Because how Bud fans act, bro. They feel like this man is unbeatable. No. He has no flaws. No. He just gonna run through Spence. Like, dude, Spence is actually the only fighter that really can give Bud a go for. They're in the same inch. Spence more active than any. Sean Porter just athletic. That mother, all he doing is moving his legs.
Let's test your theory right quick, Jay Cooley. Let's test your theory. Jalik, Mike, is the Bud Crawford and Errol Spence fight a competitive fight?
No, I don't think so. It might be competitive, but I think Earl going to.
Oh my God!
I think the Porter fight was competitive, but he got knocked out, right? So you can be competitive still.
Yeah, that was a competitive fight. Yeah, I didn't say this. Does Crawford knock out Spence? I'm asking you, is it a competitive fight?
Yeah, it's competitive. I just think Crawford is going to stop him.
So it is competitive.
I think it'd be competitive. Yeah, Earl's not a bad fighter though. Earl's not a bad fighter. He gets better. Yeah, the southpaw is not going. Like I say,
I'm just asking, bro, because Jay Cooley say y'all say he gonna watch Earl.
Nah. I just told y'all Crawford don't got real great defense, and his inside game is not that great. His defense ain't great like that.
Mike, is the fight at least competitive to you, bro?
What is he talking about? Bud ain't got no inside game. He knocked out Benavidez with an uppercut.
Answer the question, Mike.
I will, bro.
The person out with a punch don't mean you got an inside game. An inside game is James Toney, Mike. But go ahead, bro.
Inside man, James Toney's on a whole different level when it comes to inside
That's
game.
An inside game, right?
You
got an inside game. That's not the same.
You bringing up an anomaly, my guy. James is an anomaly. Nobody can do what James did. Come on, man.
If you notice in the Porter fight, Mike, he was always trying to get a certain range. He needs to be long range or medium range. You straight up close on him, it's a whole new different fight. It's a
whole new different fight. And what I seen from that fight, Earl got way more dog than Bud.
You gotta have the certain range because he got real long arms. But
Earl got way more dog than Bud.
Athletic though, he throw pull counters from both sides, left hand and right hand. The boy is spectacular. I ain't gonna get. He got flaws, bro.
Back to the original question, man. Is first Terrence competitive?
Yeah, that's the question. Get us on track. What's your answer?
What kind of question is that, bro?
Oh my God.
Y'all act like Earl can't fight or something. Nobody ever said Earl can't fight. Nobody ever said Earl was gonna get steamrolled. Earl is a damn good fighter. Earl is unified for a reason. He is the 147 pounds you have a 1A or 1B, however you want to have it. Yes, it's a competitive fight. But I feel right there, man. Bud gonna win. Now, I ain't gonna say he gonna win by knockout because I ain't never seen Earl get stopped. You know, I only seen Earl really hurt one time in a fight. So with that being said, yes, it's very, very competitive. But I think Bud just all around got more skills and he's a better puncher than what Earl is. Earl is not as accurate as Bud is.
Yeah,
Batman. Let me get Batman in here right quick. What's up, Batman?
Hey, what's up, Knockout?
Man, I'm chilling, and I see Dundada in the background. Let me just real quick. I see Dundada in the background. I finally see Boxing with Sean growing some, and he in the background. So we're gonna let them on in a minute. But what's up, Batman? What you got?
Salute Batman, man.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Man, look, man, the fight was competitive. Bud ain't looked that sharp like all y'all keep on saying he was. He started looking. I mean, I think Sean started rushing. He rushed into something. Bud caught him of what Bud do. But all around game, Bud don't have an all around game. You saw that in the fight. He need distance.
He does need distance. Yep, you're right, Batman. That's what I was just saying. He does need distance. His inside game ain't that great, but
and the boy Spence got a better inside game than Sean Porter because he punching the inside. So all that what Bud was doing with Sean Porter, he wouldn't be able to do that with Errol Spence. I mean, that's what I think. But Kenny Porter is a bitch. Kenny Porter is a bitch for stopping that fight. That boy wasn't hurt.
You want to see somebody catch a body, Batman? Come on, bro.
Batman. Batman been watching boxing a long
time. Let Mike go ahead and ask your question to Batman. Batman respond to his question. Go ahead, Mike.
Batman been watching boxing a long time. Do you think that Terence Crawford will have the same game plan against Errol Spence that he had against against Sean Porter?
What game plan he had? He was losing.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, they had the dog.
You just up on every card, but okay.
If you go back and look at the fight, his corner told him he was losing that 9th round coming out.
That fight was close.
He took urgency. He took urgency, and this is what he did because this is what Sean Porter was doing. Sean Porter was attacking his left hand. If you can see it, he was attacking his left hand. Now go back and look at the fight. He opened up, whereas though if Sean Porter attacks him, he can get off his punches. If you go look at the fight, Sean Porter in the beginning of the fight, he was attacking his right hand. He was southpaw. He was attacking his right hand because before he wanted to get that hook off. So he started setting it up. He opened up a little bit wider and just took the little inch step back and kept on the uppercut. He kept missing at first. Sean got a little tired. Then Sean got hit by it. He was going to get hit by it eventually because he kept dipping his head into what you're not supposed to do is dip your head into the inside of a southpaw. But you know, Kenny Porter is that good of a fucking trainer, man. Look, man.
So Batman, I listened to you on other panels. What did Bud do? I don't want you to be known as a Bud hater. What did Bud do? Because you it's everything goes about the grease. You lean in that way. What did Crawford do good in the thing? Because you ain't
adjusted. He adjusted in that 9th round. That's what he did. Good.
That's all he done the whole fight. What about the body shots?
Man, he adjusted in the 5th round.
What about the body shots?
He ain't really started punching. He ain't really started getting off until like the 7th round, dog.
But let Bud tell it, he figured him out the first round.
Bud got
real quick, y'all. Hold on, real quick, bro. Y'all put y'all seatbelt on, bro. I know all y'all in this building. I got over 60-something people in here. I know y'all all ain't hit my like button, bro. I know y'all haven't. Y'all riding in the car. These men is taking time out of their day to talk boxing. They don't have to be here. You know what I'm saying? They ain't getting paid to do this. They just love the sport. Whether you agree with them or disagree with them, we talking boxing, bro. So if you can't donate to the Cash App, if you can't donate to the Super Chat, that's cool, bro. But please, at least smash the like button for me so we can get it popping, bro. But go ahead, Batman. I didn't mean to cut you off. Batman, you there? All right, we can go to Ricky. What's your response to all this, bro?
Man, make the fight, bro. I'm make the fight. Plain and simple. You believe that Bud Crawford gonna win. Fine. People believe that Errol Spence is going to win. Fine. Make the fight. Let me finish, bro. I don't interrupt y'all. Stop doing that. That's disrespectful. I'm being honest with y'all. That's disrespectful, right? It's simple, bro. Every single excuse that the Crawford side had, it was Bob, it was this, it was that, is out the way. Make the fight.
Okay, I agree with that. Jay Cooley, let me get your last words. I'm gonna have somebody else hop on. But go ahead and just your overall assessment. Whose fault is it? And that's what we're gonna do with the panel once you get off, bro. So who is it incumbent upon to make this fight happen? Who does it seem like wants it more? Who needs to bend more? Who needs to be more willing to negotiate? How can we get this fight as fans, bro?
See, boxing is a business before a sport. You know what I'm saying? It's a business for a sport. And all I gotta say, man, the man offer you 60-40, you supposed to be the best in the world. Take that shit, beat his ass in a rematch, you get 60-40. I'm out.
Okay. Well, Jay Cooley, I appreciate you hopping on, bro. I'm gonna have you hop off and I'm gonna let somebody else come on, okay? Look at this guy. Y'all, let me talk. What's up, man? How can I help you? Boxing with Sean. What's up?
Welcome. Thanks for having me on. Let's talk about the fight.
What you got? Everything you heard so far? I see you in the chat, and y'all timing him out. Y'all ain't got to block him. It's cool. He can have his opinion. What's up, man? What you got?
Well, there's always haters, right? But the reality is, you hear a lot of truth. The guy that just made the last comment, sorry, I don't remember your name, was true. I mean, basically, people just want to see the fight. That's what it comes down to. You can be a Spence fan. You can be a Crawford fan. The reality is, you can push your narrative about how Bud doesn't want the fight, even though he's been chasing it for 4 years. You can say this, you can say that. But all of us are here today because we want the fight. So now the question is, who's an incumbent to make the fight? I mean, Spence is the A side. He's the pay-per-view man. He's the guy with Heyman in his corner and the big money. So he's the guy that's got to make a legitimate offer. Not go on social media and say 60-40 or 70-30, because that's not an offer, a real offer. Get together, talk to Bud's team, sit shit down and figure out what they want to do. And the reality is, somebody talked about how Bud didn't want to fight him coming off of an injury. That's legitimate, because we see this YouTube shit. We see that if Bud fights Spence coming off of a detached retina and beats him, people are going to say, oh, well, Spence was injured. He wasn't the same fighter that he was. If Bud would have let him have a tune-up first, Spence would have beat him. So in truth, it's probably not a bad idea to let both guys have a tune-up fight or a fight maybe on the same card, just to big it up even bigger. So the pay-per-view numbers are going to be, and just prove that both of them are healthy, ready to go. Get the people more fired up for a big fight, and then do it. I know Ricky's shaking his head, but Ricky, you can argue, but what are you going to argue? You don't want the fight? The reality is Spence is coming off of an injury, fact or not. So the reality is we don't know what Spence is like right now. I mean, detached retinas are something that once it happens can happen again and again. So, nobody's holding the fight up. If it's next, nice, beautiful, excellent. But
all right, let me say this, because I've been asking a lot of questions, and it's my turn to give my 2 cents, because Mike is clapping for you. Mike agrees wholeheartedly. Here's my take on it. If we got to count on people to do their jobs, right? So if Spence goes and he gets cleared by the doctors. They check him up, for his training. He's good. The eye's good. He's good to go. If he goes for the checkup before the fight, when they do with the little sanctioning bodies or whatever, he's good to go. Who are we to say, nah, bro, he should get a tune-up first? I'm tired of barriers and shit being in between this fight. Like, he don't need no tune-up. Crawford don't need no tune-up. If you are unwilling to give Errol Spence credit for beating Terence Crawford, or if you are unwilling to give Terence Crawford credit for beating Errol Spence, then bro, you ain't really into boxing like that, and you more of a fanboy, bro. Like, I'm not trying to hear that shit from nobody. Like, bro, no, make this fight next. There's no fucking Bob Arum involved right now. There's no other roadblock to the fight. It's these two fighters. If they really want the fight, they need to make the fight happen. The only fight that I'm okay with for Errol Spence, if it's not Terrence Bud Crawford, is because the IBF enforces Abdul Kakarov on his ass, bro. That's it. If he ain't getting no mandatory enforced on him, I'm not trying to hear that shit. And I'm Dallas, Texas all day, bro. But unlike a lot of people that do this shit, and I'm not saying anybody on here, but unlike a lot of people, bro, because I notice it about a lot of content creators on here. People want to call their person the best, but they don't want to see them fight the best. I don't get down like that, bro. Everybody get fair criticism from me. Everybody get praise when they deserve it. And the fact of the matter is, Errol Spence said out his own mouth, bro, look, I don't want no tune-up. I need to fight a champion next. Well, guess what? Ugas just got ordered to do a goddamn purse bid, bro, on December the 9th. He ain't available, bro. He got like 2 or 3 fights he got to get through before he's even available to unify. So if you Errol Spence, I'm going to hold you to your word, bro. You said you want to fight a champion next. I'm not trying to hear no tune-up shit. I'm not trying to hear that shit. And I don't want to hear fans saying, oh, man, look, bro, well, he should get a tune-up because as a Terence Crawford fan, I already know y'all ain't going to give him credit. Well, you just talking to the wrong fans, homie. You just talking to the wrong people, bro. You need to talk to real boxing fans that's like, yo, yeah, I like this fighter over here, or I like that fighter over there, but I love boxing more. Now, I tell people all the time, be more of a fan of boxing than you are of a boxer, bro. So I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. He need to fight Terence Crawford next, or he need to be fighting his mandatory. I'm not trying to hear no Keith Thurman from neither one of these dudes. I'm not trying to hear no Virgil Ortiz from neither one of these dudes. They both been bluffing long enough, talking about, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I want this fighter, I want that fighter. Nah, bro, let's find out who really want the fight, fam. Let's find out who really want the fight. Ain't no roadblocks to this shit. So what we doing, bro? What are we doing? That's I'm tired of that shit, bro. We got to stop that. Well, no, that's a fact. He did hurt. He did. What's also a fact is that it's doctors that get paid to do this shit a lot more than we do. We can't play armchair, wheelchair doctors and shit. Like, we can't be armchair psychiatrists and shit. We can't do that shit, bro. We gotta big up this fight and push for this fight. And so my question to the panel, and I'll open up to whoever wants to respond, what does Bud Crawford's pay-per-view numbers mean, bro? Because, see, I personally believe it means that Spence has even more leverage now. And if I'm Terence Crawford, I need to go in there and I need to just try to make this shit happen and take whatever they offering me. But what do y'all think of that shit, bro? And I'll go to Jalik, Mike, whoever want to respond.
Me personally, I don't pocket watch because they all making millions, and I don't do that. I'm not.
Hold on, Jalik. Hold on. So you don't pocket watch?
No.
When we watch, when we talk, hold on. When we talk about football, bro, do we talk about the game or do we talk about the draft and shit? Do we talk about when we talking basketball and shit? Do we talk about just the basketball game or do we talk free agency? Do we talk trades? Do we talk all of this shit? Bro, we got to talk about the sport in its entirety, bro, because if it's the business of the boxing that's keeping the fight from happening, then we're not behaving responsibly to not talk about this shit, bro.
Fighters gotta want to make it. I'm gonna give you an example. Anthony Joshua was clearly the A side over Tyson Fury, right? but you didn't hear him going around say 60-40. It was behind the scenes. Only in the Errol Spence fight and the Crawford fight, they talking about percentages. We all know that Anthony Joshua is one of the biggest names out there. Why is that? Why are we gonna sit there and say?
I tell you why. Because Anthony Joshua. Go ahead, because I'll respond.
Like I said, me personally, in real life, whatever your job is, I'm not gonna ask you how much money you make an hour. I hope they make their most money. Also, Sean Porter made his highest payday a couple of days ago against Terence Crawford. So if he can give Danny Garcia 50-50, why can't he give Terence Crawford? He's actually just think of this. Errol Spence is fixing to Boots Ennis is about to be his mandatory. So what is he gonna do? Fight? He gonna have to fight Crawford or give up the strap or fight Boots, which is even more dangerous than him. So he's stuck in this situation. If he go to 154, homeboy got all the belts, or they gonna leave each other as far as trainers. So he's trapped right now. Errol Spence is trapped right now. And I'm not gonna talk about their money. I hope they make the best money they got, and that's it. I don't pocket watch, bro. I got my own money to worry about. I hope they make the best that they can get. I don't pocket watch like that. AJ don't do it. AJ fans don't do it. Tyson Fury fans don't do it. So why everybody fans here doing it?
I got you. So
you say AJ fans don't do it.
Response
AJ did it against Wilder. So what is you talking about?
I said AJ and Fury.
No, I say AJ and Wilder. AJ did it against Wilder.
Was doing it. Hold on. Let me respond. Let me say this, bro. Let me say this. So for AJ, I don't want to be disrespectful of the man, but he does pretty much whatever Eddie Hearn tells him to, bro. Like Eddie Hearn, like can steal money from that man and tell him, oh man, yeah, you know, it was Texas and shit. Like AJ ain't he ain't really moving his own career like that. He's some prop that they built up, bro. That ain't really out here thinking on his own. Like the dude is he got a dude rapping. He rapping Tupac and shit now, bro. Like now all of a sudden he from the streets and he gangster and shit. Like I can't use that as an example, bro.
I can't. Just you he's one of the biggest names in boxing, and he didn't create barriers.
But he's not an example of. He don't do his own business, is what I'm saying, bro.
Barriers like 60-40. Do that behind the scenes. Whatever they get, they get. I don't get commission off them niggas. I got my own business.
I feel, but using a dude that signed damn near a lifetime deal with somebody like that tied himself down for the rest of his life, I can't use that as an example, bro.
Errol Spence signed with Al Heyman, so they all got somebody they work for.
But he signed a lifetime deal with Eddie Hearn, bro. Like I can't really get with that. But go ahead, Batman.
Al Heyman can't even get Gary Russell to fight with Larry Steele Santa Cruz. Come on, man. It's deeper.
Listen, man. This is all I want to say.
His brother on here right now. Go ahead, Batman. Talk.
If Terence Crawford really wanted to fight, he'd have called Slim in the ring instead of doing that bullshit ass prop he did. That fake nigga shit he did. But you know what I'm saying? I just want to see the fight. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I want to see the best fight, the best. They've been talking about this shit since he stepped up 147. It's time to get it on right now. Why wait? The fuck?
I agree with you. I agree with you 1,000%. But the point that I'm trying to make to you guys is this, bro. If we really want the fight to happen, to neglect why the fight is not happening, which is because of the business, as content creators and people that talk boxing, if we neglect that shit and just say, oh, I don't pocket watch, or I don't want to talk about this, if we neglect why the fight isn't happening, bro, then we doing the shit a disservice. That's all I'm trying to say, bro. Like,
knock out. Take the 60-40. You might as well take the 60-40. He's not, dog. You not putting up the numbers. You're not putting up the numbers without Errol Spence. So
let him go behind the scenes. Doing it in the public, like that's not going. Like they need to do that behind the scenes. I mean, Al Heyman is the magic guy, right? Errol Spence's biggest fight is at Terence Crawford.
100% correct.
I would say if he move up to 154, who he gonna fight? Is he gonna break up with Derek James to have a fight with Charlo? See, he has to fight.
No, you mean Terence Crawford's biggest fight is Errol Spence?
I would agree with that one, but he also has Josh Taylor, and then he also has Virgil Ortiz, so he has more options as well. So
let me pass it to Ricky. But before I do, let me say this: I 1,000% agree with you, Jalik, and I've said this on multiple videos that I've dropped. They should negotiate behind the scenes. I don't think that it should be for the public consumption. But for us as fans, what I also think we should be doing is we should be looking at it and saying, hey, this guy over here, he did XYZ. That guy over there, he did XYZ. Why is this guy asking for the same thing this guy asking for? They do it in other sports literally all the time. They will look at a football player and they'll be like, look, bro, you ain't really balling like that. Why the hell you asking for $15 million a year? Or they'll look at a basketball player like, bro, you ain't even make the All-Star team. Why you asking for a max contract? So, yes, while the fighters should negotiate behind closed doors, I agree with that wholeheartedly. But also as fans, bro, if we see some shit and the shit don't add up, it's on us to speak on it, bro. That's all I'm saying. But Ricky, go ahead, bro. What you got?
No,
Again, God, this is what I'm
hang it
saying.
up.
Bro.
I text
This is what I'm saying. Why the traffic always one way? Right? Oh, yeah. Errol shouldn't be saying 60-40 out in public. Well, Bud said 50-50 or no deal.
His response.
Make the fight. Bud, you don't sell as much as EJ. It's simple. Make the fight. Come to the table, as y'all say, because of his ego and humility, being a reasonable business person in good faith, and make the fight.
I hate to cut you off, bro. I got 80-something people in here, and I got 80-something likes. I know all y'all ain't smashed the like button, bro.
85 what?
I know dang well every last one of y'all ain't smashed the like button. Do your boy a favor, bro, and smash the like button for the content, man. Go ahead, Ricky.
To be honest with y'all, 60-40 is beyond reasonable. It's actually very respectable. He's showing Bud mad respect. But we can't keep giving Bud. Y'all give Bud an out. We want to see Errol. I want to see Errol and Bud next, bro.
I didn't want to see the fight, bro.
It's right. It's right now. It's right now. Going back, even with Errol taking the tune up, because that's what he said. That's not what he said he gonna do. Fucking Bud, supposedly you've been chasing Spence all this time. Make the fight.
I agree.
Make that fight, bro. Make that fight, man.
But let's be completely honest, though, right? Let's not
ahead.
put this all on Bud like a 60-40 offer was a legitimate one. You're throwing out some bullshit number
It
like
was
the 70
never legitimate.
which
It was
is
just drunk talk
disrespectful.
from Errol Spence, man. Come on.
Hold on, Dundada. We're gonna get to you. Dundada, we're gonna get to you. Let him finish.
But that's my point. So that's why if you're going to negotiate, don't be throwing out that shit. If you respect Bud, like Spence says he does, and vice versa, then don't put out this shit that trolls are going to feed on. Do what you have to do in the back rooms of the negotiation. And hold on, Ricky, for 1 second, because you're ignoring 4 years of Errol Spence putting up roadblocks, talking about how Bud Crawford's on the wrong side of the tracks.
Hold on.
Talking about how he's got guys.
Bud Crawford has been in the welterweight division since 2018. I'm sorry, 2021 minus 2018. That's 3 years. But continue.
But you're ignoring the fact that Bud was crawling out Spence when he was at 140 pounds.
Exactly.
And Spence said, when you come up and get a title, I'll give you the fight. That's what the first thing Spence said. He came up, got a title. And then he confronted him face to face, just like Andrade did Charlo, just like Lara did Canelo. Sorry, just like
he confronted Spence face to face. Spence didn't pull up to the Maurice Hooker fight. He confronted Spence, or did Spence go to see him?
No. Bud confronted Spence, and Spence came up and said that, oh, well, I have to fight this guy, and this guy. And you saw that video a million times. Times.
So Bud Crawford, so Maurice Hooker is trained by Bomac, who's also trains Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford was already at the fight supporting his team member, Maurice Hooker. Errol Spence has no ties to that fight in Oklahoma. He pulls up, but y'all are trying to tell me that Terence Crawford is the one that pulled up on Errol Spence. Please make that make sense. I'm confused.
It makes sense because we saw the guy that called out the guy. I mean, he didn't pull up because of Bud Crawford. I mean, come on. When Bud Crawford went to his last fight, what did he say? What are you doing at my fight? That's what Spence said when Bud Crawford pulled up on his fight.
Hold on. He said that because before coming to Errol Spence's fight, 2 days before that, Terrence Bud Crawford did an interview where he said the fight is behind me. And then he showed up to the fight. So the logical question is, if you said you don't want to fight me anymore, and then I see you at my fight, my question is going to be, what are you doing here? You said you didn't want the fight anymore. So let's talk about all of it. Let's tell the whole story, bro. But continue. I mean, keep going.
But that's the point. This is obviously a two-way track, but you guys, Spence fans, tend to ignore the whole story, just to highlight on the negatives towards Crawford. The reality is Crawford has been calling him out since he was at 140 pounds. Even post-fight against Porter, he said, "You know who I want." So don't deflect and say he mentioned Thurman. I mean, of course you're going to throw it. Hey, hold on. You know who it is, Ricky. You know who it is, Ricky.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You do.
I don't
Yeah, you
Don't
do.
act like you don't, Ricky.
You know who it is.
Hey,
Let's not
Sean,
act ignorant.
Y'all see what I'm talking
Hey,
about?
Sean,
Y'all see what I'm
explain
talking
to him.
about?
Hey, Sean, explain to him what confirmation bias is. Because explain to him what confirmation bias is.
Now you want to go into technicalities.
Hey, I don't have to. I don't need confirmation bias to explain to me. I can tell you what confirmation bias is. Confirmation bias is when, for instance, you have a group of boxing fans. They're bringing up all the stuff that Errol Spence didn't do or didn't say, but they fail to mention that he retweeted that he wanted Crawford next. Like out of it, like I haven't heard any of y'all say that one time. That would be a great example of confirmation bias.
Twitter fingers like Meek Mill when ESPN pointed the camera at Errol Spence at the event, and he didn't even do like Wilder.
Tell us what he was thinking. Tell us what he was thinking.
He said, "I'm next."
You know what he was thinking, Ricky?
Ricky is
he said,
recording,
"I'm
bro.
next." Spence ain't doing
Tell
none
me
of
what
that.
he was thinking.
He
Ricky, you
smirked
from
and
Texas,
left out
bro?
the building.
Ricky,
he's thinking,
from
Ricky.
Ricky, you from Texas?
It don't matter where I'm at. Tell me what the man was
Niggas
thinking.
stick together, bro. Shout out to Knockout. Texas people who stick together. Smash the thumbs up, bro. Y'all
Tell me what he was thinking.
together.
You know what he was thinking. So you don't know what Bud thinks, but you know what
I'm
Bud
trying to
thinks.
figure out.
What am I
Y'all know the
thinking
man
right now?
scared. Y'all know what the man thinking. Y'all know the man don't want to fight. Y'all know
It's the
everything,
thing
bro.
called body. Like, do y'all agree body language is real? Y'all think that's fake? Y'all think that you think body language is a conspiracy theory? Knockout. Go ahead, bro. You intelligent guy. Is body
I
language
do
a
because I
conspiracy
saw.
theory?
I do because I saw outstanding, bro. I saw outstanding body language from Jose Benavidez before he fought Terence Crawford. Got his ass whooped. I saw outstanding body language from Daniel Dubois before he fought. Hold on. You asked me a question, bro. Let me go. I saw outstanding body language from Daniel. Hold on. I saw outstanding body language from Daniel Dubois before he fought Joe Joyce. He was mean mugging, bro. He was all up in Joe Joyce's face. And then Joe Joyce made his ass quit, bro. Made him quit. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Miss me with that body language shit, bro. I'm not the one, bro. I'm not the one, bro.
His body language when you talk about plans, he walk out the ring. Like we speaking on facts. Like why he?
Hold on, Sean asked me a question. What was your question, Sean?
Weren't you using the body language thing to hype up the Plant victory, or not Plant victory, but Plant's possible performance against Canelo?
Sure was. And both of y'all follow both of y'all, Dundada, you follow the channel. I appreciate your support. Sean, you follow the channel. You make videos using my content because you don't know how to create your own content. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all are both correct. I did use body language to say that Caleb Plant was confident. I did use body language to say that Caleb Plant was there to fight. But Ricky Williams, who did I pick in that fight?
Canelo.
And how did I pick him to win?
Picked him to win because the skill level is different.
No, didn't I say he didn't I say he get the knockout?
Yeah, but
so what we talking about, bro?
But you knock out my problem is with Ricky Williams.
What's your problem?
Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead, Dundada. You I ain't even gave you the floor yet, so my bad, brother. You go ahead and
Y'all been talking so much. I even forgot what I wanted to say. But thank you to Knockout for finally having me in the panel. It's been a long time coming.
You gonna make
for sure, bro. Go ahead, get it off. Go ahead, say what you got to say, bro.
You gonna make your point?
Now y'all been talking for so long, and I had y'all keep it going, and then I'll come in.
Get on camera so I can see what you're thinking.
Hey, Dundada, Dundada, I got a couple of people in the background, bro. Let me have somebody hop on, bro, and I'll get you back on later, okay?
Ricky, you think body language is a conspiracy theory? It's fake. All right, bro.
I said you don't know what a man is thinking. Y'all saying y'all know what the man is thinking.
Let me welcome Marcus to the panel. Marcus, what's up? How you doing, man? I ain't never had you on before. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I appreciate you having me to the panel, man. Appreciate y'all cooking up, adding to the conversation.
Yeah, what's your take on all this so far, bro?
So here's my perspective. We clearly got two amazing, talented fighters who are trying to jockey for position. They clearly want to fight each other. But to say that Errol Spence is the only one putting roadblocks in between for the fight. Wasn't Terence Crawford trying to land a Manny Pacquiao fight? What was the point of him trying to fight Manny Pacquiao?
Shit, that's everybody. Like, I ain't gonna. So for me, bro, I'm not gonna fault Terence Crawford for chasing Pacquiao. I don't fault Errol Spence for chasing Pacquiao, bro. That's your biggest bag of your career. You know what I'm saying? Like, so both of them get a pass for that. But go ahead, do your
Right,
thing.
but and so the point behind that is that makes them a star immediately. That helps them when they go to the negotiating table. So you got two stars who they're clearly trying to make a fight and clearly trying to benefit from the fight the most possible. So when it comes down to talking about a split, you can't fault Errol Spence for fighting the in-house champions, taking the leverage to become the 60-40 or whatever split he want when he got a team with Al Heyman and he's a unified champ. And then he fights Manny Pacquiao. He can name his price against whoever. So you can't say that Errol Spence is putting something in. At the end of the day, he said he wanted to be the undisputed champion. You got to win all the belts to become undisputed. You can't just go around Terence Crawford. He still got a belt.
Okay, and this is what I want to bring to the panel. I'll let y'all cook, and Ricky, you can go first, and then Sean, you can follow him. Jalik, you can follow him. So here's the thing: what I'm missing. So if Terence Crawford comes out of his own mouth after the fight and looks at the media dead in their eyes with Bob Arum right next to him, and says basically the whole time Bob Arum couldn't get him these fights, basically saying, "Look, man, ain't nobody been ducking me. You just ain't been able to get me the fights." And so that's why I'm leaving, essentially. So if he comes out and says that, I'm trying to figure out why I'm still hearing that Errol Spence is scared or Errol Spence don't want the fight. If Terence Crawford is coming out and telling y'all out of his own mouth that Bob Arum has been his fault the whole time. And I'll start with you, Ricky, then we'll let Jalik go, then we'll let Sean go.
Again, bro, like, it is what it is, bro. We just gotta admit that Bud be talking out his ass sometimes. It's just what it is, right? Again, I'm gonna say this point again, bro. He's his own boss. He said that same night, maybe I'll move to 154. Maybe I'll fight Errol if he gets his head out his ass. And then, not even an hour later, he says, "Why would I stay with Bob when he couldn't secure me the Spence fight with him? How he gonna secure it when I'm not with him?" So how can you be calling out somebody you know the fight ain't gonna get made anyway? How can you be calling out somebody when you know your team ain't gonna make the fight?
So it's up to Buzz team to make it, or is it a two-street party? Which one is it? Ricky Spence? Which one is it?
Hey, real quick. Hey, Marcus, man, I appreciate you hopping on, bro. I gotta have one of my other brothers that's in the background hop on, man. But I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for your support.
Salute, y'all. Take care, man. I'll be listening.
Yeah,
from
we'll
the
go live
chat.
again, man. You're more than welcome to hop on, bro. But take it easy.
All right, man.
It's as simple as this, guys.
Go ahead, bro.
Is this? And it ain't got nothing to do with Bud. It ain't got nothing to do with Errol. It's got to do with business. You know, the thing y'all don't never want to regard, because that's what let y'all know what fights gonna happen and ain't gonna happen, bro. Top Rank been doing this to us since the beginning of time.
Mm-hmm.
So
since the beginning of time,
it's both of their biggest fights. So why won't the fight happen?
That ain't got nothing to do with it. When the Top Rank ain't trying to make the fight, God. Y'all sitting up here. Let me finish, bro. Y'all want to get mad at Floyd Mayweather and Tank for the same shit Top Rank been doing for decades.
And then when he do, Jalik, when he finish, bro, the floor is yours, bro. So just let him get it off. Go ahead, Rick.
Y'all want to get mad and hold these other fighters to the same shit that and roast these fighters for the same shit Top Rank been doing for decades. It's the same shit they did with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd. They build a fighter up, make he can, and maybe I'm not even saying Bud can't beat Spence. I ain't saying Spence can't. I'm past that point, bro. This is about business. It's no different than what Bob and them did when Manny Pacquiao and Floyd was first on the table. Let's get some more fights out the fans. Let's get some more fights out the fans. Let's let it simmer. And then boom.
To one of these motherfuckers end up losing.
That's right. And it's already over marinated. We didn't get AJ and Wilder, whatever.
And that's why I keep telling you, God, let's make the fucking
a gentleman by the name of Jerron Busenis is fixing to be Errol Spence's mandatory. So him making 80% over Jerron Ennis is still not going to be more money than him making 50% with Crawford. So why won't he make the fight? That's all I keep telling you.
Bud is the one.
Bud
was the one with Top Rank guy. He's no longer with him. Come sit at the table.
Yeah, they said to do it. So maybe
come sit at the table, be reasonable, and let's make the fight happen.
I hope it gets made because I want to see him at undefeated. Because you know, Errol Spence in his last 3 fights, the dude got tired. He ain't have a knockout in almost 4 years. I'm telling y'all right now, y'all put your money up, and we put that money, and I put my money up. I'm telling you right now, the dude ain't have a knockout in 4 years. His confidence ain't what y'all think it is. Y'all think he is confident. I'm telling y'all, the same Errol Spence took Thurman's heart, and Bud took Errol's the heart. It's the same situation. He took Thurman's heart. And back in the day, I thought Errol Spence could beat Thurman, and I was high on Thurman because styles make fights. So guess what? Bud came in and done the same thing to him. He took his heart. I'm telling y'all, it's the same thing, bro. I know
tell us how he took it. Tell us how he took it.
Earl took his heart. It's about believing in yourself, winning. A lot of fighters don't be as confident as you think they are.
He believed that
he ain't have a knockout in almost 4 years. He
believed it. Bud Crawford believed in himself so much. He stayed with Top Rank when there's more money on the table for him. And
how was it more money on PBC?
Bro. I didn't say PBC. There you go. I appreciate it.
Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question, bro. This is I hear what you're saying, and you made the point several times, Shalik, about Errol Spence not having a knockout in 4 years. Doesn't it typically happen in boxing to where you step up the level of competition and you start fighting champions and former champions? As you fight better fighters, doesn't that typically mean that the knockout rate comes down a little bit for 99.99999% of fighters?
If you're a puncher, you're a puncher. Look at Crawford. It's been almost a half a decade, and he before he won the decision. July 23rd, 2016 against Postal. So it's obviously where the power thing is. And then he go on the decision, and he getting tired in the fights, turning his back against Danny. Y'all gonna get your boy. Y'all believe in Earl more than Earl. That boy going.
I can't believe you. I can't believe you believe in Crawford that much. You came up here. You came up here and you told me, look, man, I don't think he's that good defensively. I don't think he can fight on the inside that well. So, but Errol Spence is very good defensively, and he fights on the inside, going to the body like a demon. So I'm trying to figure out. Like that would be a bad matchup. And the difference between Spence and Sean Porter had to jump in. He had to lunge in. He's a shorter fighter. He got to put himself out of position to jump in on Terence Crawford. Errol Spence don't have to do that. He can jab his way in. There's only 1.5 inch reach distance between them, bro. In terms of Terence Crawford got like a 74-inch reach. Errol Spence is like 72.5, bro. And Errol Spence, one thing too, he has a higher work rate than both Sean Porter and Terence Crawford, bro.
That means that leaves him up for more counters. And guess what kind of defense?
Bro, I'm trying. I feel you. We're gonna have to put a nice little wager together. Bro, I trust what I see, and I'm telling you right now, it's a highly competitive fight. This notion that one of these guys is gonna watch the other.
I can tell you this:
bro.
If he had more confidence in himself, he wasn't like following between Al Heyman and talking about money. Because when people bring up money, that's just their way of doing it. I would give them a higher chance.
Money is a part of sports, man. What the fuck?
Hold on, let me say.
Y'all don't all jump. Y'all don't all jump to look, man. He cool. He was Terrence Crawford, but he cool.
No, ain't no problem with that. It's just like what business what business that you gonna go to don't want to make money? If you got somebody that's gonna bring in this much amount of revenue and a person bringing in this much amount of revenue, bro, it's business. You gotta fight on a major televised network. They not giving up no slots for no peanuts, bro. I went to school for business. You can't sit here and tell me that the networks and people don't want to make no goddamn money. Come on now. If you bro, marketability and selling, Jalik, hey, you could think Crawford can whoop his ass all day. But if he's not putting asses in the seat, that's part of the boxing game, bro.
Hey, man, a motherfucker owe you $20 right now. You calling somebody you owe $20 right now. You calling them, pressing them about $20 or $50 they owe you right now, but gonna tell somebody that they ain't supposed to get what the fuck they earn. This boy just put up 140,000 pay-per-views, and he gonna tell somebody Sean Porter carried Errol Spence. That's why he did them numbers. Well, who the fuck carried your shit? Man, knock you out. I'm gonna let them cook, but give me 5 minutes. I'm gonna shut this shit down.
Listen, I think they should go behind the scenes, and I want them to make their money because boxing is a short sport. Like I said, I don't get paid off of them. I got my own.
No,
company.
all right, but
So that's
but
how I get paid. I don't be in niggas' pockets like that. I'm
we
telling
not
you.
being in
Don't be in
nobody's
niggas'
pockets.
pockets like that. Then don't say that about Earl. He hide behind money.
Nobody pockets. They talking about percentages. Who you think deserve the most? Who brings more to the sport?
He only sold like maybe 50,000 extra pay-per-views. He's not a pay-per-view star.
Man, hold up.
Y'all,
Y'all, hold up, everybody, hold on. I don't want to mute nobody. Everybody, hold on. Everybody, hold on. I don't want to mute y'all, bro. Hold on. Y'all smash my like button, bro. Y'all is tripping on my likes right now, bro. Smash the like button for the content, and then let me make this point. Then y'all can get back to cooking. All I'm saying is, I don't want to incriminate nobody, but let's say we selling computers, bro. Let's say we selling computers, and I go in there, and me and Ricky selling computers. The computers cost $100,000, right?
Right.
I put in $80,000 to buy those computers. Ricky only got 20, but we get those computers and we go sell them and we flip them. When it's time for me to get my money, y'all trying to tell me with a straight face and with a straight answer that Ricky Williams deserve just as much money as I get when I put in $80,000 and he put in $20,000, bro.
Not in that situation, it doesn't.
So in this situation, then, and that takes me to my point. So in this situation, when you got a fighter that's selling 250,000 pay-per-view buys, then he's selling 300,000 pay-per-view buys, and he's selling whatever he sold in his 3 pay-per-views. Then you got another fighter that's selling 150,000, basically like 300,000 total if you add up what he did with Amir Khan and Post Style, and then in this fight right here with Sean Porter, like he sold about like 350,000 pay-per-views total, and the other guy sold like 700,000 total. That's millions and millions of dollars, bro. You mean to tell me that for the sake of making the fight, we're gonna put it on the dude that's made more, that's done more? We're gonna put it on him to take 50-50, and we're not gonna put it on the other dude to take the 60-40. That's fair, because just like 50-50 will be more money than what Errol Spence has ever made with anybody else. Guess what? 60-40 is also more money for Terence Crawford than he's made with any other fighter that he's ever been in the ring with, bro.
I know he making equal or more than all PBC niggas, but I hope they get a fight. Like I said, it's a lot of different variables. Like I said, I hope they make a fight, because like I said, you never know when it's gonna be your last fight. Hopefully Earl's eye is well and he continue to do things, and but
I don't know if you mean that, bro. You mean that? You hope it's eye well, bro?
Yeah, I'm just
messing with you, bro. I'm just playing. Let me catch a super chat, man. John Boxing pound for pound. John Boxing pound for pound, the best in the super chat, says shout out, knockout. Let's hope they came. Let's hope they came this fight. Yeah, man. Mr. Mechanical says if Bud wanted the EJ fight, why he ain't fight EJ when he moved up to the division? Make it make sense. Justice League, and he got some superheroes up in there. Let me get to my brother G5 Gabe, because he came in, he started responding to people, but I ain't get. Oh, he hopped off, bro. Damn. All right, let me bring. Oh no, he back. G5, I was just going to you, bro. You hopped on. Give me your thoughts, bro. Kind of the floor is yours right now, bro. And somebody mic is messed up, man. All right, G5, go ahead.
All right,
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
All right. No, my thing is, I like Bud. I think Bud is one of the elite fighters. Him and Earl, they the best two in the welterweight division. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if nobody have Bud 1 or Earl 2. If you got Earl 1, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Both of them, they good fighters. Great fighters, bro. No cap. But your accolades don't make business and purse splits. That's all. That's all I'm trying to get to. In the ring, based off talent, yes, 50-50. Business aspect is not 50-50. You know what I'm saying? And those just facts of based on the numbers. When you go to a network and you own your own business, fam, so I know you know how to break down numbers. You know what I'm saying? When they sit down at the table, nobody is gonna say, okay, give him 70%. And he doing less numbers than this person. That don't even make logical business sense.
Did Mikey Garcia deserve 50-50, or you think Earl just gave him that because he felt it was an easier fight to make. Why did he get 50-50?
I can answer that.
Why he
Y'all
got
let me hold on. Y'all let me go ahead. G5, let me catch this. Let me catch your super chat. Let me catch your super chat. Then
Okay.
G5, you can go ahead and respond. Salute to my brother Pete Machiano. He says, I'm say this. I hope Bud takes 60-40 just so he can beat Spence. And remember this, Bud finished all common opponents with Spence. Take 40, Bud. Great show. I appreciate that. And you be cheering for the Buccaneers, but I'm gonna let you make it, bro. Cause my Cowboys on a bit of a slide right now. But G5, go ahead, bro. And salute to hold on, salute to main man, bro. You welcome on the panel, bro. StreamYard is pinned in my comment section, man. Love to have you on, bro. They going at Jalik pretty heavy, but he holding his own. But I'm sure he could use another Crawford fan up here. But go ahead.
Knock out. Give me the chance when they done, bro. Then I'm gonna swing out and make space for when you go through these right here. Go ahead, and let me get next so I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna let G5 go. Then I'm gonna let Loyal to the Game go, and then you can say your last words, bro. Go ahead, G5.
Okay, the reason they picked Mikey because Mikey actually had a fan base that actually and had some type of sale behind him. Actually had some notoriety and people was gonna show up for him. That's why they chose Mikey. Because during that time, hold on. But during that time, Mikey was on the pound for pound list, and they was hyping Mikey's name up even more. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was a 4-division champion, they was pumping him up. The Mexican crowd was gonna come out for him. You know what I'm saying? They had 50,000 people in that motherfucker. So yeah, it did pretty well. Now is 350,000 the greatest pay-per-view number? No, but for like the people in the smaller weights, that's better. That's the most or better numbers than anybody else is doing. 147, 154 and down. Only people that's doing bigger numbers or better than that, you could say, has been Wilder and fucking Canelo. Tank biggest pay-per-view is 200-something thousand, bro.
Right.
So if you want to talk about, if we talking about who are pay-per-view stars right now, we're not getting Floyd and Pacquiao $1 million pay-per-view numbers and sales like that. You know what I'm saying? If a person get 500 during these times, that's a good ass pay-per-view. That's damn near great. Because who else? How many other people doing 300,000? Let's just be honest, bro.
What Mikey do with Jesse Vargas? Oh, it wasn't pay-per-view because they couldn't put it on pay-per-view.
Yeah, Mikey ain't no big name like that. He ain't never sell out. You know what I'm saying? Even in Dallas with the fight, he don't be selling like that.
No, but I'm saying during the time him and Errol made that fight, he had a more buzz around his name than Bud.
Oh,
and part of the problem, I'm talking about for his marketability, not for us on the talent standpoint, bro. We talking about marketability because that's what bring in dollars.
So how was he more marketable when he never had higher ratings and he never sold out as far as like tickets? Bud be selling a lot of tickets in Nebraska. Byron be homeboy fighting in New York, even though he Mexican.
Yeah, but we talking about in Nebraska, and that's no disrespect. That's a smaller market. You got 50,000 seats in the motherfucking Cowboy Stadium. That's a lot of motherfucking people in there.
Earl done that by himself. Did you see Mikey's fight with that was in the stadium? Nobody. It wasn't even sold out. It was against Jesse Vargas was there at the same. Earl did that. So shout out to Earl on that.
Yeah, before Mikey lost to Earl, they thought Mikey was the shit. Earl brought him back down to earth. Let's just be honest about the shit. They wanted to hype up Mikey like he was he was all that shit and got his ass fucked up. Now he ain't getting the same since he fought Earl.
Get on the panel with us, bro.
So that's what I'm saying. Now, Bud,
if you got time, if you ain't got time, I understand. Go ahead, G.
Yeah, on Bud, bro, his marketability, half of the problem was Bob Arum. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think neither one of them scared of each other at all. You know what I'm saying? And that's the honest guy too.
It's a difference.
Hold on, Jalik. Before you respond, Jalik, let me get Kwame in here from Lawyer to the Game Boxing Talk. Go ahead, Kwame. And then after that, let's let Ricky give his last words. He's gonna open up a spot for somebody else on the panel, and then Jalik, you can respond to them. But let's let Kwame get his stuff off, and then Ricky, you get your last words, and then we'll let somebody else hop on.
Appreciate it, Naga 86. So I'm gonna address the Mikey Garcia part. Very easy because a lot of people like to run to why he gave Mikey 50-50. Mikey Garcia never fought on pay-per-view before. Errol Spence never fought on pay-per-view before. That was both of their first fights. You have zero data to say who's gonna do what. You put Mikey Garcia in basically Texas, which is Mexico, right? And then you have Errol Spence, where that's his hometown. Mikey had a buzz where he was top 5 pound for pound. He was very active at that time. He had just unified to beat Bunny, Robert Easter Jr. He beat Lipnitz at 140 and had a belt. And all these fights, you remember when he came out and started fighting again off his 2-year layoff, getting out of that whole shit with Top Rank, he was super active. He was fighting like every 6 months and schooling everybody. They were one-sided fights. Adrian Broner, Lipnitz, Robert Easter Jr. Then he fought another Middle Eastern guy. The first one he knocked him out cold. You know,
that was
so what they did with Mikey Garcia was they tested him out in different markets. They put him in San Antonio. There was a huge crowd. They put him in California. There were more Mexicans. There was a
What
huge
sellouts
crowd.
did he have, Kwame?
It's not about sellouts. It's about let me finish my point. It's not about sellouts. What it's about, listen, it's not like how many people are gonna sell out the AT&T Stadium for 100,000. They go off, it's based off data. It's not they don't say, okay, we're gonna give you 50-50 because you sold this place out. They're going to give you a split based on data. They're going to have data on Errol Spence and how many tickets he sold. They're going to have data on Mikey Garcia. They had zero data based on pay-per-view. Okay? Mikey Garcia also had a huge name at that time. So it made sense to do 50-50 because you had zero data besides what they sold before in terms of what they attracted in. So that made a lot of sense for them to do. However, to make my point again, when y'all talk about how's he deserve it, since Mikey lost, right? He never again fought on pay-per-view ever again after that. He never fought on pay-per-view ever again, you know? So then you have Spence, who then they tried out again, right? And then he sold again, right? Then again, we go back and he fights Danny Garcia. And I think it's very interesting, right? There you go, okay, well, somebody, I think it was Main Man, said something in terms of, oh, it's only 60,000 more people. Texas is a huge state. Well, first off, what we'd like to leave out with the Danny Garcia fight, number one, was this was at a time where people were still getting stimulus checks for COVID. Nobody was thinking about buying pay-per-views. And then also when they did that and they did the numbers for Canelo at that time, the numbers were around the same. Okay,
so on his own, right?
Hold on, let him finish it, because I know Ricky got to get out of here. Go ahead and drive your point home real quick, Kwame, so Ricky can get his off.
So all I'm saying is that Mikey, with the whole Mikey Garcia situation, there was no pay-per-view data to go off of. You know, you can do a 50-50 because right now you're doing a tester market for both of these guys as pay-per-view fighters. You know, we're not in a situation with Terence Crawford where we're testing anything anymore. They did it at HBO, it did 50,000. They did it with Amir Khan, it's whatever. It took, we don't even know the number. It took 3 fucking weeks, and we still don't, to this day, we don't have an exact number, which is odd, right? You know, but what we do know is after that happened, that ESPN didn't want to spend no more money on Terence Crawford. That we do know about that, right? That's just a fact. Because when it was time for Terence Crawford and Porter to fight the very first time when the WBO moved him up to the number 1 spot, Bob Arum came out and said, that's not a big enough fight. We want the Spence fight. ESPN doesn't want to back it. Then they put Virgil Ortiz in there, and they couldn't make a deal then. And then they put Porter back again, and then they had to make all kind of negotiations. So again, it's not about counting people pockets or this person deserves 60-40 or any of this. My whole point is, how come only Terence Crawford gets a pass on how business in boxing has been done ever since they've been doing pay-per-view fights?
Bro, that's a great point. I'm gonna stop you right there, bro. That's a great point. I don't want to cut you off, but that's a great question. So Jalik, I want you to stew on that question, because he said a lot, and he made a great point at the end about Terence Crawford not being held to the same standard. Let Ricky get his last words off, and then I'll let you respond to what Kwame just said. Go ahead, Ricky.
Hey, thanks, man. Shout out to you, bro. Great panel as always, man. I got to get out of here, but I just wanted to say this because everybody posting about how Bud beat his common opponents. Let me run this by y'all, right? If I got a girl that I'm dating, knockout. Say you wasn't married. I know you got a beautiful wife and a beautiful family, right?
Yep, and I love you, baby. I know you listening.
Right.
I don't know what Ricky talking about, but I gotta answer this question. Go ahead.
Let's say I was dating a girl, right? I was dating a girl. She bad. She, you know what I'm saying? She bad. She belly bad. You know what I'm saying? She bad as fuck, right? And you watch me talk to her, you watch me spit game. You my boy, I done told you what she like, what she don't like, you know what I'm saying? What she like to eat, what she don't like to eat, right? And then something happened with us, we fall out. Wouldn't it be easier for you to get that girl than the guy who don't know?
Yeah, that's a fact. That makes sense. That's a good analogy, bro. Let everybody know where to find you, man. And then on your way out, before you go do whatever you gotta do, man, drop your link in the chat. But let everybody know where to find you and when you going live and all that shit, bro.
Hey, man, y'all know who it is.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
It's your YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, man. I'm here on YouTube, man. Y'all check me out under Ricky Williams Boxing. I come on Monday through Fridays, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for just 1 hour. You can also find me over there on Instagram at R_Dubs, on Twitter at RDubs1, and on Facebook at Ricky Williams. I will friend you, bro. The thing is this, man. We just want to see the fight, bro. That's all I'm saying.
We all can agree with that.
We all can agree with that, bro.
I'm not giving Errol Spence no excuses, so stop saying this shit, guys, about, oh, well, we want him healed up. If Errol say he good, he good. Don't get no Bud, don't get Bud no out. Don't get Errol no out. Make the fight happen, bro.
Because real ones gonna give whoever win they credit. Because at the end of the day, shit, you should like boxing more than you like a boxer. But Ricky, I appreciate you hopping on, bro. You know you always welcome, bro.
Peace, guys. Peace to the guys and goddesses. Y'all stay up.
Bro.
Peace out, bro. Yo, Will, what's up, Will?
What's cracking, man?
Man, I'm chilling. Let me so I'm gonna go ahead and let Jalika, I'm gonna let you respond to Kwame, but after that, bro, because I want to bring it back to like some boxing shit. I'm tired of talking numbers, to be honest with y'all. So I'm gonna let you respond to Kwame real quick, and then I want to talk about this. Ring Magazine came out and they said that Terence Crawford is now the #1 welterweight in the world. You know what I'm saying? I want to get everybody's opinions on that. So before I do that though, and then the homie Main Man is in the building. Hey, 817, bro, do you mind if I had you hop off and have Main Man hop on? Because he's Terence Crawford. I want to even up the panel a little bit, bro.
Yeah, I just want to slight second.
Go ahead and talk. Go ahead and talk your shit. Give your last words, bro. Say what you got to say, and then I'm gonna have Main Man hop on here, bro.
Say, man, all this talk about Earl, how come he didn't do this? How come he didn't do that? Say, Bud sat there and told y'all that Bob didn't secure the big fights for him. He sat there and told y'all that. So to expect Earl to get in the ring and for them to promote a fight that possibly wasn't gonna happen on that network, ESPN wasn't going for it. Bomac didn't want him in the ring either. So do your research. And then, something else you need to think about. That was a top-ranked event. They didn't find a way to put him on a panel. They ain't find a way to put a microphone in his face, and they ain't find a way to put him in the ring. They just found a way to cap and control the narrative after the fight. But if you go back, the Danny Garcia fight, see your boy Bud shot down there after he said Errol Spence. He didn't need Errol Spence. He was going to the Hall of Fame anyway. Some of the other motherfucking excuses he used not to get in the ring. But anyway, he shot down there thinking that my boy was damaged goods and that Danny was going to work his ass. But he whooped Danny's ass. But something special happened during that Showtime telecast. You know what that was? They found a way to put a microphone in front of Bud's face. And in front of the world, Bud told everybody he wouldn't take 50-50 even to fight Errol Spence. He was past that. So the 70-30, the 60-40 talk, all of that was bullshit. Even when the people offered him 50-50 in front of the world, the motherfucker said he didn't want to fight. And then what he turned around and do, I keep saying it, I say it again, the motherfucker went home and posted every pistol he had on Instagram. He removed it, but he went home and posted every pistol. Why did he do that? Because some Dallas boys was on his motherfucking cape. So, you know, you Bud fans say, man, I got facts, and then I got a bunch of motherfucking opinions behind it, but I'm gonna respect Knockout Show and let him get out. But y'all already know, you don't want this fire, man. Tell that motherfucker to get in the ring, homeboy. He can't hide behind Bob no more. Whoever the fuck he signed with now, go on and make the fight. Get your ass out there, because 2 Eyed Earl is back, and he ain't got no excuses. Quit talking about everything else. My nigga say he want the smoke. He don't want no motherfucking tune-up, so bring it. Weak ass.
Shout out to
I-817, bro.
Shout out to Erica Badu, man. I heard Dallas got some beautiful.
Hold on, let me bring my brother in, man. What's up, partner?
What's up, Knockout? What's up, man?
Man, I'm chilling, bro. It's great to have you on, man. You know you always welcome. I appreciate you coming through. So, real quick, Jalik, go ahead. I know you wanted to respond to everything that you just heard.
It's simple as this. Like I said, the pocket watching, that's between them. They got to handle it behind the back, but the tables are turning. I mean, Sean Porter is done. Do you think Crawford should sign with Al Heyman? Gary Russell couldn't get Leo Santa Cruz, so I don't know what the solution is. I hope the fight gets made, and I hope they make the best money that they can. Like I said, I don't get commission off them niggas. I got my own business.
My response to that is
I don't get commission, bro. So I ain't got
right. Well, you asked the question about what I think, so I'll just tell you what I think. Yeah, I think the logical thing would be to sign with Al Heyman, because all the welterweights that he claims that he wants to fight is over there.
Okay.
Number one, number two, it would then put the pressure. It would show some initiative that he really wants to make the fight.
But they would have to get a guarantee, like Gamboa got a guarantee to fight Tank Davis. So if it's guaranteed that he can get Errol Spence and maybe Jermell Charlo, then that'll be cool. But if it's no guarantee, then he's gonna be just like Gary Russell. You can't make nobody want to fight you.
But I don't think that's.
Let me say this, y'all. Let me say this, y'all. And so to me, I kind of agree with Kwame, but I disagree too. I feel like Bud Crawford's name is popping, bro. I feel like it's big enough to where he can really stay independent, because what you gonna do, bro? You gonna sign with the zone where Eddie Hearn gonna get you a motherfucking Conor Ben fight, bro?
He just said he's not gonna sign him too, Knockout.
You know what I'm saying? So for him, his best 2 options are, number one, stay independent. Your name is buzzing. When you call, when Bomac call, whoever your manager is, if they call, bro, people gonna answer the phone. People gonna pick up the phone. Or if you do sign to PBC, you sign to deal by deal. Like, look, I signed to you for 2 fights. First fight got to be Errol Spence. If I beat him and he want a rematch, cool. If he don't want a rematch, second fight need to be Keith Thurman or some shit. So he got leverage, bro. He got shit that he can do to put himself in a better position. Let me catch this super chat. Then I want to get to the next part. I want to get to the next part of the show. Felix Nunez saluting that super chat, bro. He says, really effing with this format KO. The panel is lit, man. I only mess with real boxing minds, bro. I only mess with people that really like boxing. So let me go to Will, because Will been quiet, and I know my brother want to cook. So Will, what I want to talk about now, bro, is I want to talk about first once you get the floor, bro. Be sure to tell everybody where to find you. Drop your link in the chat. You know you always good over here. Same for you, Kwame G5. I see you got a bunch of content now. Main man, all y'all, bro. Y'all can Jalik, all y'all can drop y'all shit in the chat. When you over here, Mikasa is Sukasa, bro. It's all good. But let me get this from you, Will. So right now, Ring Magazine got Terence Crawford ranked as the #1 welterweight in the world. Are they right? Are they wrong?
They're wrong.
And then, you know, give us your opinion on that. Then we're gonna go to Main Man. Then we'll go to G5. Then we'll go to Kwame. Then we'll go to Jalik. We'll do it like that so everybody get a chance to talk. But you go first, Will.
Cool. First and foremost, appreciate you letting me on your panel. Salute to everybody that's been up here cooking. Salute to all y'all in the chat. Y'all know y'all can find me right here on YouTube. I am Trill Will. Try and get back up to my 1,300 where I was before YouTube did the damn dirt to me. So, but anyways, Ring Magazine is useless. That's the reason why the LDBC is here. Their opinion is basically old media talking points. Of course, they're going to put Bud Crawford as #1 welterweight, even though Bud Crawford, all you have to do to answer that question is look at who he fought at welterweight. That answers your question altogether. Matter of fact, I go one further. If you were comparing resumes, who's #1 resume? Who has the #1 resume, Bud or EJ? It's easy.
Crawford.
How does Bud Crawford have a harder resume than Errol Spence? Come on, man. Come on, bro.
Has Errol Spence be the unified champion?
Beat a unified champion. You talking about what? You talking about 140, dude?
You said who has the best resume? Has he defeated a unified champion?
And who was that unified champion?
Has he defeated a unified?
Who was the unified champion?
Bub beat Julius Ndongo.
Oh my God!
Didn't he almost
dude,
lose?
Y'all do this. Y'all do this all the time. Y'all go back to 140. No. The question was
y'all go one at a time. Y'all go one at a time. We'll get your shit off. Get your shit off, and then main man, the floor gonna be yours, bro.
The thing about it is, Bud Crawford fans do this every fucking time. Y'all don't know how to comprehend English. The question was, who's the best welterweight fighting today? And it's not Bud Crawford. He's not. He is not. It ain't no way, no scenario, no nothing you can tell me right now that can show me or show anybody who's a real boxing fan that Bud Crawford is number one at welterweight. That's not even happening.
He got all knockouts.
Hold on, Julie. Let main man gonna respond to him.
Resume at 147. We ain't talking about 135. We ain't talking about defenses. We ain't talking about
fellas. I can't hear if all of y'all are talking, bro. I'm gonna let everybody speak.
I'm hitting them with this finger shit.
Will, go ahead, and then main man, I'm not gonna let nobody talk while you talking, bro. I promise you, everybody gonna get their chance. Go ahead, Will.
No, I can sit back and be quiet and listen to points.
All right, main man, the floor is yours, bro. Go ahead and respond to him, fam.
Well, I mean, my case for Terence Crawford being the number one welterweight as well as number one pound for pound fighter on the planet. First off, not one welterweight in the division has nearly half of the accomplishments of a Terence Bud Crawford. 2, the perceived number one fighter, Terence Crawford has now mopped up his best competition on his resume, which was Kell Brook and Showtime Sean Porter. If you want to add Danny Garcia, if you feel frisky to add him, then guess what? I'm going to throw Jeff Horn in there, the man that beat the man that beat the man. So when you ask me why Terence Crawford is number one, he's on his third chapter, means third weight class. The story continues. The reign continues. On a knockout streak, covering several weight classes, including beating the best competition on the de facto number one's resume. And then doing it better than him. And if you want to say, well, you can't win it by not fighting the man, then you tell me how the hell Earl get it from Keith when he didn't beat Keith. Because I'm dying to hear that story. My man Bud is number one pound for pound and number one welterweight. He took the spot from Earl for ducking.
Ducking who? Y'all ain't gonna sit up here and commit blasphemy and lie on Errol Spence. You lying. You lying. Everybody know you lying. You lying, dude. Y'all sitting up here capping for this man. That's why I can't talk to Bud fans, bro. I can't. Y'all level of delusion. You mean him beating Errol Spence's leftovers makes him better than Errol? Man, don't get the fuck out.
Leftovers?
Hey, Kel.
Hold on. Everybody,
this shit, the level of delusion, I swear to God, bro.
Did he beat Keith leftovers?
And y'all won't let nobody talk for shit.
Did he beat Keith
So I'm gonna do what y'all doing.
Did he beat Keith leftovers?
Did he beat Keith leftovers?
Yes.
Did he beat Keith's leftovers?
That's a fact too. Man, you spitting facts, bro.
G5, hop in here, G5.
He beat. You say your argument was that Bud Crawford is the number one welterweight because he beat a busted ass, washed ass Kell Brook, and he beat Sean Porter, who his dad and him just came out saying he didn't even train for the fight, and he got his ass whooped for 9 fucking rounds.
Did he go through a grueling fight with Ugas?
He got his ass whooped for 9 rounds. Kenny Porter, man, y'all be deleting facts.
That part is still fault.
Let me respond to that. Now, did Sean Porter go through a grueling fight with Ugas right before Earl? Yes or no?
I think he lost to Ugas. That's my opinion.
Great. So he went through a grueling fight before Earl, then he went in there with Earl. But yet, when he fought Bud, he had a wonderful performance against Formella, shined in every single round. And on top of that, if you want to say that,
but who is Formella?
Sean Porter had already lost twice before.
Who is Formella?
That's Keith leftovers.
Who is Formella? That's your best argument, dog.
So who fought the best version of Sean? One coming off a win where he glided, or one coming off?
Man, dog. He took the belt from the man, dude. Come on, dog.
Right.
He got the best version. Boy, Sean was taking breaks all through that fight. He didn't take no break. He was in Errol faced the whole motherfucking time.
Did he go through a grueling
Come on,
fight
bro.
with Ugas?
Now I'm not.
Fight with Ugas. Did he go through a
It wasn't no fucking grueling fight with
He
Ugas.
lost the
Come on,
fucking
bro.
fight. He lost the fight.
Yo, man, you talking
It
about a
was a grueling.
grueling fight?
It was a grueling fight. I'm
Man,
a Spence fan, and I can tell you right now, it was a
man,
grueling fight against Ugas.
man, that fight was
Let me
a toss
jump in
up
here.
fight,
Let me
bro.
jump in here, y'all. Let me answer my own question. Let me answer my own question. So to me, number one, some of the points y'all making, yeah, bro. Ugas, I feel like Ugas won that fight, and I say it was a grueling fight because Porter was getting caught clean coming in, bro. He was getting countered and he was getting caught coming in clean. Here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. To me, Errol Spence is still the number one welterweight in 147 pounds. And here's why I say that, bro. Like the same reason why, like Teofimo Lopez, I don't like none of his antics, bro. I don't like shit about him outside the ring. But the man has 3 of the 4 major belts, bro. You can't. I'm not gonna say just because I think Devin Haney might could get him, just because I think Tank Davis might knock his ass out, just because I think Loma might get his ass in the rematch. I'm not gonna say that anybody's number one over him because he the unified champion. And to me, that shit deserves credit, bro. That shit, that's a lot of weight on that shit. And so to me, whether we can leave a leftover argument out, we can leave what version of Sean Porter is out, we can leave all that out, and we can objectively say all Terence Crawford really did over Errol Spence was beat people. His 2 best wins at welterweight are people that Errol Spence already beat. That's point number 1. Point number 2, Errol Spence got 2 of the 4 major belts, bro. He got 2 of the 4 major belts. He is the unified WBC and IBF champion. So until somebody take him off that pedestal, bro, until somebody beat him, me personally, I have a hard time putting anyone at 147 over him. Just like I would have a hard time putting anybody over Canelo at 160. Yeah, I think it's some dudes that got some smoke for him. I think Benavidez might got smoke for him. Believe it or not, I believe David Morrell might have smoke for him, but I'm not gonna say they number one over him just because I think they could do it because he got all them damn belts. So to me, what Earl has done, it means something. Now, if Terence Crawford had went out there and he beat the shit out of Keith Thurman or he beat the shit out of somebody that Earl hadn't already beat, then I'd be like, all right, bro, I kind of see what you're saying, but I would still say, nah, bro, he the unified champion. You can't put
So
one
who
belt
was
holder
number one
over the
before Earl?
unified champion.
Who was number one before Earl?
Number one, in my opinion, shit,
Yeah,
I'd have to say at that time you got to put Sean Porter because Keith Thurman hadn't fought him forever.
You said
and
Sean
he had
Porter
just
was
lost.
the number one welterweight. Sean Porter.
Yeah, because he had a belt, he was the most established one, and Keith Thurman was what, fighting 4 times in 5 years?
2017
over Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao too had a long ass layoff. That shit matters to me, bro. When dudes ain't fighting for 2 years, like I can't call you number one.
He beat Keith.
But he was inactive for 2 years, bro. He beat Keith like 3 or 4 months before Earl fought Sean, I believe.
So Manny lost it without being beat. So you saying because he was
he lost it because he lost it because number one, he was old, and number two, I believe Sean Porter would have beat Manny Pacquiao. I believe that Errol Spence would beat Manny Pacquiao.
So you
and
believe,
me right.
So you believe that Sean Porter was the number one welterweight over Manny, over Earl,
Manny, and you got to take Keith out
over Earl, and
yeah.
over Terrence.
No. He was number one in terms of opponents, bro. Like I believe that he was the best that Earl could have fought.
I want to know who was number one overall before.
Overall, at the time, you'd have to put at that time in 2019, around that time, bro. I'd have to say Errol Spence because of who he went to go beat in their hometown, bro.
So Earl got it without beating Keith. So Earl got it without beating Keith.
Yeah.
Because Keith ducked him.
So
you keep leaving that part out.
Yeah, he's leaving that out. I'm just answering this question.
Blatantly ducked his ass.
So in that case, how cannot Terrence get it without having to fight Earl? Like the same
because there were no. I got you, man. I feel what you're saying. Go ahead.
Was Earl not inactive?
He's only been out of the ring for a little less than a year now.
No. Before Danny, he was out for a year, right?
He was out for a year. He's fought twice in the last 2 years.
Yeah, but let's
great.
also.
So Danny was his last fight, right?
Uh-huh.
And he hasn't fought since. And so when the next time he comes back next year to fight, how long will that be?
It'll be about 14 to 15 months because they're saying he's fighting in February or March.
Inactivity, he don't lose it?
He don't have this. First of all, he don't have the same inactivity.
Hold on. Let me and main man talk.
You said Manny lost the inactivity.
So here's why. He still has 2 belts. And Manny didn't fight for 2 years. Earl ain't fighting a year apart, bro. He's not as inactive.
No one beat him. But
he ain't fought for 2 years, bro.
KO.
He ain't fought for 2 years, and there was another.
they
Hold
keep
on, there
leaving
was
out
another.
parts, bro. You
I
got if
know.
you're
I
gonna talk
understand.
if
I
they're gonna talk
understand.
if they're gonna talk about Errol Spence, you talk about him with facts, nothing but facts, not losing some bullshit
Tell me
objective
what I ain't say that
opinion
was a fact,
about
cuz.
who did he
Tell me who I ain't say who was a
hold on.
fact.
I got a question for you, man. Since y'all want to keep bringing up 140, who had a tougher road to getting undisputed?
It wasn't Earl, 'cause
Josh
he don't get
Taylor
one-weight
or Bud Crawford?
What does that got to do with what we
Who
talking
had
about?
a tougher road to getting the
What does that got to
undisputed?
do with what we
It
talking
has
about?
everything to do with it.
We
Now
talking
answer
about
the
Earl and, we
question.
talking about
That's
Earl
what y'all
and
can't
Bud,
do.
right?
Y'all can't answer
Why
questions.
you going? No, stop bringing in Josh Taylor. We talking about Earl and Bud.
Who had the toughest route to undisputed at 140? It's relevant.
I don't know. They fought who was there.
Josh Taylor had the toughest road.
You know, it's
That's
okay.
obvious.
It's okay to say Josh Taylor.
Y'all can't answer shit. That's all I wanted to say, KL. That proves my point. Y'all can't be objective as shit. Y'all always got to put one side
so
on Earl. Everything got to be on top of Earl. And Bud doesn't do no wrong. Bud is God. Bud turns water into Kool-Aid. Bud can doggone spin on his middle finger in the middle of the ring and whoop people's ass. And Bud is magic. Y'all motherfuckers hypnotized by Bud.
Hey, tell your boy to get like Bud. How about that?
I ain't getting like Bud. Fuck Bud. Fuck Bud.
You know
can I cook, man?
Bud.
I swear y'all motherfuckers are delusional
Look,
as
let me
fuck,
ask the
bro.
panel this question. Since y'all want to
Go
ask
ahead.
questions. How the hell is Bud Crawford in the same building with Errol Spence 3 times and not one damn fight get made?
Because Bomac told him not to.
No.
Bomac turned down Errol Spence getting in the ring. You need to check Bud for that. You ain't say nothing to him about that.
How the hell does Terence Crawford show up to fight Earl and Earl pivots to fight Lil Mike?
How in the hell did
what are you talking about? Okay.
Hold on, let Kwame.
Trill, let me cook for a second. First of all, let me just.
All y'all can't talk at the same time. Go ahead, Kwame.
Yeah,
let
me cook real quick, right?
Before you cook, let me say this real quick, Conway.
So, May, first of all, because I'm gonna debunk what you just said. First off, you said
you can't debunk nothing I say.
It's very easy. First of all, what just came out your mouth, you said was they was in the same building 3 times and the fight didn't get made, and then you said, and then what you said was that how the Mikey fight get made. Well, the first time that they met, Earl hopped in a car and drove 3 hours to go to Oklahoma City to a top ranked event. I'm answering the question. I don't do that. I don't listen. I don't do the
Y'all
yelling
can't
back and
talk at
forth.
the same time, bro. I don't want
I'm going to
to
say my piece, and then you could go. I didn't interrupt you one time when you spoke,
bro.
not
y'all
once.
can't talk at the same time, bro.
Right.
Y'all can't talk at the same time.
So again, right? Earl goes to a top rank event. Where Maurice Hooker fought Ramirez and he lost, knowing that Crawford was going to be there. They said they piece, and even in that whole thing that they said, whatever side you want to take, it was already established at that moment that the Mikey fight was already being made. That fight was already done. So yes, it was because Bob Arum. I can prove it because Bob Arum said Mikey is stupid. I don't know what the hell Mikey is doing. The fight was already made at that point. Okay. Now, listen, you can respond after I'm done. I'll let you speak, brother. I'll let you speak
in the first place, bro.
Listen. Well, I mean, I think it's a very simple process. I mean, okay, man. You follow boxing, man, right? You follow boxing, right? Okay. So if you follow boxing, right? Who was promoting Mikey Garcia at that time when the fight was made?
Richard Schaefer.
Okay, now I got another question for you. When Floyd Mayweather was fighting on Golden Boy Promotions, when he fought all of those fighters, who was putting all those fights together with Al Heyman?
Richard Schaefer, but you still
okay then. So what that clearly shows right there is that those people have a long-lasting working relationship where fights are easily negotiated and made.
What does that mean, bro?
Yeah, it means exactly what I'm saying. You're asking how did the fight happen? You're saying how did the fight happen? That's what you're saying, right? And I'm explaining it to you. So all you got to do is just listen. All you got to do is just be quiet just for a second, and then you can respond. Well, I'm being long-winded because you keep interrupting. If you just let me speak and then you respond, then it ain't long-winded. Okay. So again, my point. So again, my point is right is that fight was very easily made because
That fight
there
was
are
a
business
joke.
there.
That fight
You
was a
can't even
joke.
let me say 2 sentences without
Because it
interrupting.
was a joke, bro. It was a
You
joke.
can't even see. You're emotionally involved in your answer. That's why you can't stop
I'm smiling
talking.
and having a good time, bro. There ain't no emotion.
Right.
We having a good time, bro.
Right. So again,
the fight was a joke.
That's not what the question is about. That's
Why
not
the
what it's
fuck would
about.
he fight little Mike
What you're
instead of
doing
fighting the
now is
biggest
you're
fight in
you're
boxing?
moving the goalpost, right, and changing the narrative.
Like they always do.
No one
Answer
talked
my
about the
question,
fight
bro.
being a joke or serious or
Bro,
anything.
you gave me a
Your
bunch of business
question,
talk.
your question was how did the fight get made, right? And I'm answering that question.
I said why
Why?
did he fight little Mike instead of fighting Bud?
Okay. Are you gonna allow me? Can I answer the
All right,
question? Or
Kwame,
not?
you got the
answer no
question.
question,
So
dog.
let him answer
You
it,
can't
bro. Go
answer
ahead,
nothing.
Kwame. Answer
Okay,
the
so I'm
question.
gonna answer the question. So you said
Long-winded,
why?
bro. Get to the point.
Okay, as I was saying, why did the fight get made with Mikey and not Bud? First off, at that particular time, what was going on was that you had Bob Arum in the media saying that Al Haymon didn't exist because that was brought up at the whole Mikey thing that when they met up in OKC for the first time they was in the same building. You had Bob Arum saying that Al Haymon didn't exist in public. You had him saying that he was you had him saying that he was a cancer.
Stop it, bro.
You had him saying that he was Al Haymon was a
Explain
cancer.
something to you, bro. Can I talk to you? You've been talking for a long time.
It's
He ain't got a
crazy. It's
sentence out
crazy.
of
You
his
got people in the
goddamn
chat.
mouth yet. God damn. Let him talk.
You keep interrupting. You got people in the chat
Is
telling you to be quiet.
Kwame part of Errol Spence team? Is he part of his
I
team?
swear to
I'm
God, you can't even get a
Kwame,
word
you
out of
from
his mouth
Errol
before
Spence?
somebody saying some shit.
I'm
God
gonna try my
damn.
best. God damn, bro. But
If Bud paying y'all,
talking
I
all
want
this
to know how
suit
much
shit,
Bud
bro.
paying y'all for
You
all this
talking all
dick
this
riding
suit
y'all
shit,
doing.
bro. You must
I
not
just
have
want to know
money
how
suit.
much Bud paying y'all for all this dick riding. Cause damn,
No,
he can't even get a word out of his mouth.
I can't even get 2
He
sentences
can't even get a
without this
word out of
guy.
his mouth. The man been courteous the whole time I've been sitting up here, and all you did was interrupt him and be an asshole.
Because he's a
God damn, let
businessman,
him
just like
talk.
you are.
Damn, we grown. Do you know how to carry yourself like a grown man? You know what decorum is?
Businessman.
Let this man
You
talk.
ask a question.
God
You
damn.
ask me a direct question. I answer the direct question.
He can't let you answer the question because he know you right.
Man, you put your motherfucking suit on is what you did. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
You gave me a bunch
regardless of
Bob
what I
Arum
decided,
bullshit.
regardless of what I decided to put on or not put on, I'm the one answering the question, not you.
gave me a
If
bunch
you
of
want to
Bob
answer the
Arum
question in
bullshit is
your
what you
hoodie,
gave me,
that's
bro.
okay. If I
You
want
gave
to
me
answer it
Bob
in my
Arum
suit,
bullshit.
that's okay. Now, as I was saying, the reason why the fight didn't happen at that time, first of all, because I'm just going to go over factual stuff, right?
Oh Lord, factual
When Terence,
stuff.
listen, when Terence Crawford first came into 147, and he was asked about and he was asked on First Take about fighting Errol Spence Jr. He said Keith Thurman was the man, right? When they said Spence was special in the eye test, Terence Crawford said the eye test can lie to you, right? This is all factual stuff. It's got nothing to do with no one's suit, right?
I want to fight, bro.
Right. So that's what he said. Now, shortly coming out of that, Bob Arum and Al Haymon had just got out of court. Bob Arum had just sued Al Haymon for $100 million after the Mayweather Pacquiao fight. These guys were not doing any business after that. They were not doing any business, and he was trying to get a big fight. He couldn't get in contact with Al Haymon. Arum was all frustrated. He was calling him a cancer in the public. He was accusing him of not even existing.
And they still
okay. So if all that is going on, right? And then you also have the welterweights that fight for PBC, as in Keith Thurman being out in a 22-month layoff from an injury. Sean Porter stated about Errol Spence that he wasn't on his radar, right? Danny Garcia not trying to get into the ring with Errol Spence. The only person who had any type of balls that had any notoriety or name was Mikey Garcia, and he said he would fight him. And also, if we can check the facts, right? If we can check the facts, Errol Spence jumped in the ring to try to get Sean Porter.
He didn't jump in there with Bud though.
He jumped in the ring to fight Sean Porter. Listen, I understand that you can't stay. I understand you can't stay on topic and you're erratic. I get it. But try to control yourself just for a second.
You giving me
okay?
every name except Terrence and Bud. I mean,
listen, you asked. Why would I be
here?
But if you ask me why didn't he make the fight with Bud Crawford, why am I bringing up Bud Crawford? I'm bringing up what actually happened.
You're asking me to explain
All
why
right,
this
you gave me
happened.
your
I'm
version. Now,
explaining
can I
that.
give
You
you
want
my
me to
version?
talk
Hey,
about
bro,
Bud.
you've been
I
talking for
understand
20
you
minutes,
can't
bro.
stop talking
Hey,
about
bro,
Bud.
you've
I
been
get
talking
it.
for 20 minutes, bro. Can I get my version in now? The
Bro,
real
all you
version?
You've
did
been
was
talking
interrupt me
all the
for the
time.
20
Hey, let
minutes.
main man
Damn,
go.
bro.
Yeah, let main man go, bro. Let main
All
man
right,
been
can I
talking
get
the
my
whole
fucking
damn
He been
version?
time.
talking the whole time.
He been talking the whole time. He ain't been over there
No,
quiet
he's
listening
not
to no
gonna
Damn,
just
motherfucker.
bro,
go
you
and,
goddamn
no.
talk, bro.
Damn. Y'all on
Can
some
I
wrestling
talk
shit.
now?
Go one on
Damn,
one. Go,
y'all
man. Go, man.
damn
Let me
Bud
go
dick
one on
riders, boy.
one.
Y'all something else, bro. Y'all
But
some
you
Bud
you dick
sexuals up
ride
in this
Spence just
bitch.
as hard though,
Damn,
homeboy.
y'all got
Hey, but let me
relationship
say
ties
this
to this
though.
nigga or
Hey,
something?
let me give you the story,
God
bro.
damn.
Let me give you
Let
the
this
real
man
story.
talk. Can he talk?
Let me give you the real story. Here's the deal, bro.
That ain't no real story.
All right, let me give you facts because now
False.
this
I'm
is
gonna do just
cherry
like
picking
you
shit
did.
y'all
Exactly.
talking
I'm gonna
about.
do the
False.
same thing because that's exactly what
Bullshit.
you did to
I don't
me.
give a fuck if you feel
I'm
it.
gonna say this. Hey,
Bullshit. Ain't
hey,
shit.
main man, before you go, man, people want to
Go
say,
ahead,
oh, well,
G5.
hey,
Y'all
Earl didn't get
wildin',
in the
bro.
ring. Earl didn't try to get in the ring. They weren't gonna let him. I was at the Danny and Earl fight. Bud did not even attempt to get in the motherfucking ring. Let's be quite clear about that. That nigga after the fight, he got up. Him and his boys was talking shit, mostly his boys, and them motherfuckers was trying to about to get on his ass. Bud just left the arena. So that's all
Knockout.
I'm gonna say on that. Is
Knockout.
people, both. I was there. I got the
Knockout. Can I
ticket
ask you a
stub and
question real quick?
everything. No capping. I was in that
No,
bitch
Yeah,
live in
So
the
bro.
you
flesh.
mean to
He was
tell
there
me
with
that?
hold on.
BMTV.
Hey,
Hold
G5.
I
on,
want
hold
I want to
on,
ask
hold
Knockout
on.
a question
Kwame
real
Bro,
want to
quick.
ask
can I
me a
say
question.
something
Go
without?
ahead.
I can't even say shit.
Okay,
I
Knockout.
got man. I'm gonna give you the floor, bro. Kwame, what's your question to me, bro?
Okay, so is it a fact that Terence Crawford's last two fights was against Kell Brook and was against Sean Porter? Is that a fact?
That's an objective fact. Yes.
Okay. Is it a fact that the fight against Kell Brook, ESPN had Errol Spence? Errol Spence was not in attendance, and ESPN had Errol Spence through the entire telecast, from the highlights with for Kell Brook to saying that that he didn't want to fight Terence Crawford, to even after the fight was over. And Terence Crawford said that he wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao. They even asked him again more than Errol Spence, and he said yes. Is this all a
Earl
fact?
said, "What is he doing
I'm
here?
talking to Knockout. Is
What is he
this a
doing
fact?
here?"
Yes or no, Knockout?
I love what he said. What is he doing here?
Not
I believe he said that. Yes, he did say that.
okay.
I remember that. Yes.
Okay. Now is it a fact that
Oh, that's some pussy shit,
is it
bro.
a fact that at this last fight, right, with Errol Spence actually in the building, that ESPN invited Josh Taylor to speak in the beginning
Oh
of the
my gosh,
telecast,
bro.
right?
Josh
Right?
Taylor, though.
And is it a fact that also out of all of the fights we've ever seen, we're not just talking about Crawford fights and Spence fights, but any fight, that the networks themselves in between rounds put the camera on rival champions and any champions that's in the
Bro,
crowd?
get
Is
to
that
it,
a
bro.
fact?
Man,
Knockout, yes
They
or
do
no?
that. They do that all the time. But let me say this about the whole Josh Taylor getting the interview ahead of time. I will say this, bro, and I made this point, and I believe I made it on Main Man's panel before, and I've said this on my live and in the video. I'm not really tripping off of ESPN not really giving Earl much buzz and not wanting him to come in the ring or not allowing him to promote, a potential fight with Crawford, because we got to keep in mind Crawford's leaving them, bro. He's leaving them. So if you leaving me already, why the hell am I gonna promote your biggest fight?
But
You know what I'm saying?
and that's
So,
my point. So I'm asking you that, and you're making my point.
Okay, can I make a point?
Why would Errol Spence be getting in the ring on ESPN against Bud Crawford if the fight is not going to take place on that network?
I don't
Because
think
he
he
want the
should.
biggest
I
fight
agree
in
with that.
boxing.
Let me get Main Man. You've been chomping at the bit, bro. The floor is
Thank
yours.
you.
Go ahead.
All right, let me say this. Now, first off, brother man brought up a bunch of Bob Arum stuff, right? Let's just
Cap.
let's cut through all of the crap and let's just go exactly what Bob Arum said. All right. Not
Cap.
your made up stuff. Bob Arum has never accepted Danny Garcia and he's never wanted Keith Thurman. And he made that crystal. I'm sorry, he never wanted Keith Thurman and he never wanted Sean Porter. He made that clear through the years. But the two opponents that he's always been willing to pay for, and he said he needed a partner for years, has been Errol Spence Jr. and Danny Garcia. So whenever we use Bob Arum stuff,
No,
Bob has
you just
always been there.
contradicted
Hold on.
yourself.
I just
You
want to say,
contradicted yourself.
Whole
No,
Let him
contradiction.
rock.
before you
I
go
just want
forward,
to
you got
say
to
Bob
fix what
Arum.
you
I just
said.
want to say
Let him
Bob
rock,
Arum.
bro.
I just want to say
Jalik, you
Bob
weren't
Arum.
saying let
I
Kwame
just
rock,
Right,
want
but
to
you
right,
say
kept
Let him
saying
I
rock.
it
exactly.
just
for
want
And
to
he
say
him, bro.
just
Bob Arum is
contradicted
clear on the
himself.
record as
He
saying
just
that
said he said
if
the
he
two. He said he never wanted Danny Garcia or Sean Porter, and
And then he turned around and said the only people he wanted was Danny Garcia and Errol Spence. So
Before
I said
before
he
you
didn't
just
want Keith Thurman and Sean Porter. Keith Thurman and Sean Porter.
Man, I swear,
We
I
that's
know
went
what
down
Bob
so many
Arum is,
loops
bro.
and
We
touched
know
on
what
this
Bob
damn
Arum
bullshit
is.
that's
highway, bro.
cap. That's cap.
Oh,
Bob
cap.
Arum clearly came into 147 and said Danny Garcia. He said Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman. We could pull it up because you capping. He said Danny Garcia,
shit on
Keith
video.
Thurman,
You
and
do know
Sean
that,
Porter
don't
are not elite fighters. That's what he said.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
No. Go ahead,
bro.
Once again, like I said, Bob Arum stated that he was always down to pay for Earl.
Cap.
And he was always down to pay for Danny. That's why he made Danny
Cap.
the offer.
Then why did Bud say that Bob
That's why
wasn't
they made
willing to pay
Danny.
for it then?
That's why they made Danny the $3 million offer that he turned
Why
down.
did Bud
And
say
that's
he
why,
wasn't
and that's
willing to
why
pay
he
for it?
always said I needed a partner for Errol Spence Jr. because he wanted to do the joint network thing. But they never.
Why did
Bud
Bud tell Bob?
They never
Why did
sent
Bud
Earl,
tell
and they
Bob
never sent
that
Danny.
he
Those
couldn't
are the
get him the
facts.
big fights?
Instead,
And why do you have a
Earl-
clause in his
instead,
contract
Earl
that said
went
Bob
for
can't get
Little
him the
Mike.
big fights?
Instead, he went for Little Mike
I
because
swear, man, y'all be trying to make doggone mountains out of molehills out here.
How the fuck you gonna have a run
Cap.
in with Terence Crawford in the hallway, and then the
Cap.
very next fight you go and fight Mikey Garcia?
Cap.
The fight was
How the
already
fuck you
announced,
do that?
genius. So
Cap.
you sound silly.
How the fuck?
Cap.
Hold on.
You don't even
How the fuck
you sound silly, bro.
All cap.
How the hell you run into Terence Crawford in September and you fight Mikey next spring?
You should change your name to Cap Man.
That was the next fight he fought. What are you talking about, bro?
You
just
should change his name to
You
Cap
just
Man.
making stuff up on the fly.
It's just capping, bro. Just
capping, bro. Cut it out.
Bud fans, these Bud fans love for Bud goes no bounds, my boy.
Hey, geniuses, because y'all don't know who y'all fucking with. Hey, geniuses, guess what? Look it up the dates. When they was at the Maurice Hooker fight, that was in September. He fought Mikey the following year.
He fought him in March, bro.
He fought him the following year. So don't make it like they had to fight in like a month. They had to fight several months later. He could have changed it. He went and took Lil Mike.
So what you're saying is Errol Spence could have changed it, right? He could have changed it because he does the business. So he could have just said, "Oh, I'm gonna fight you." When you had Bob Arum the whole time saying 50-50 or no fight.
No. Bob Arum said he will pay for the Errol Spence Jr. fight.
Yeah, and guess what happened? And you know what? And guess what happened? And guess what happens? I'm glad you brought that up. And Bo Mack went on Trill Boxing Talk, right?
Yep.
And said that they had a blank check. ESPN said they had a blank check, and he said that Earl and Al went over and spoke to Bob and gave them a number. And this is coming out of Bo Mack mouth. Gave them a number, and then Bob Arum said the fight has to build first. So they already went to do that. This is coming out of Bud's trainer / manager's mouth.
Bro, let me explain this to you.
So you got to come with a new narrative now.
No.
And the same Bo Mack that came out and said they didn't sign the contract to fight Manny Pacquiao either.
I'm gonna tell you why what you said don't make no damn sense.
Bro,
no, every week in and week out, Terence Crawford at every turn is always called out Errol Spence. So if
no, he didn't.
Lying
no, he didn't. You lying like a motherfucker, bro. This shit on video. This shit is on video. This shit is on video. He called out Keith Thurman. He was not calling for Errol. He was lying like a motherfucker.
Get him out of here,
Catman, what's your next lie, homie?
Yeah,
I want your next lie, homie.
Hold on. What's up, Julie? What's up?
I got a question. Isn't it funny when you used to watch those Fox shows, they try to magically make it seem like the WBO belt didn't exist? Didn't you find that funny? They would never put Crawford up as one of the champions. Why did they do that?
They cried about it on the pay-per-view.
Why did they do that? Why did they do that?
And here's my deal though. How come none of the
I thought they hold on. Let me respond. Let me respond to Jalik. Let me respond to Jalik. Man, let me respond to Jalik. I don't know why they do that, but what I do remember when I saw the Danny Garcia versus Errol Spence pay-per-view, I saw them giving Bud Crawford playtime. I saw them putting him on the air and promoting the fight, and they put more polls up about Errol Spence and Terence Crawford than Top Rank do, bro.
And Homeboy done an interview on DAZN. Errol Spence did an interview on DAZN after his crash at the Canelo fight. So I'm sure he could have got on the mic if he really wanted to. I mean, listen, man.
But they're not fighting on DAZN.
You talking about on the mic in which fight? Which fight, Julie?
When he went to the Canelo fight, because he went to the Canelo fight.
No, I'm saying he could have got on the mic. He could have got on what you.
They interviewed him. Chris Mannix interviewed him, or the other guy. I forget what it was, but they.
I feel you. I'm asking you though, what fight are you talking about? Earl could have got on the mic.
He this fight a couple days ago.
At Terence Crawford,
No,
and Sean
Bomac
Porter?
turned them down. Y'all
Bomac
keep
turned
leaving
him
that
down.
out. Bomac turned them
Did not
down.
Terrence Crawford look for him in the ring? Did not Terrence Crawford look for him in the ring?
He turned
Terrence
them.
Crawford
What
didn't
part
even
of
know he was
Bro,
there.
what part of
stop.
Bomac turned them down? Do
Look
you
for
not
him in the ring,
understand?
yes or no?
What part of Bomac turned them down? Do you not
Listen,
understand?
y'all get it off because I got 10 more minutes. Y'all get it off, man.
Earl ain't call his name out. He said I'm gonna go fishing or be on his farm. You know what I'm saying? With his, I think he got big kind of.
Man, stop. That man didn't say that, man. That's cap making
He
that
said
shit
that
up,
after the
man.
fucking
Y'all
what's name
believe in
fight.
Errol Spence more than he believe in himself. If any of y'all
Nah,
niggas,
nigga, you believe more in Bud than he believe in himself.
You on
Bud
Bud
came
Paul
down
right
here
now.
and saw Earl whoop Danny
You
ass,
got
bro,
Bud
and said he wouldn't
Paul's
take
mouth right now.
50-50, and y'all still capping for this dude. This shit sad,
That
bro.
nigga can make a video shitting on every last one of y'all, and y'all still on here sucking his damn nuts.
I swear, bro,
And
it's
he done
sad,
made plenty
bro.
of videos on
If
Instagram
Terrence
shitting on
Crawford
his
would have did
fans.
what Earl did, he would have fought Devin Haney if he'd have did what Earl did. That's the same thing as him fighting Devin Haney. Earl
Man, we
fighting
gonna get the fuck up out of here with
That's
that
the fucking
whack ass
facts,
damn
bro.
analogy. That's
the facts for your
apples
soft
and
ass
fucking
fighter. That's
onions,
what it
bro.
is.
Man, he already did that when he fought Gamboa, though, bro.
That
He
man
pulled up a
capping, bro.
featherweight.
That man capping.
He already did that, though.
Knockout, but wasn't he a
Fought a
35 pounder
dehydrated
himself?
Gamboa, and he's a
Wasn't he not a
fucking
35
monster now.
pounder himself?
Get the fuck out of here.
But he
man.
still pulled him up 2 weight classes, bro. He pulled him up
No,
from
he did.
126
No, he
to
did. He pulled him up
135.
Bro, he put
Say
him up
Devin
one weight
Haney
class.
saved Bud while we
He put him
talking
up
about
one
it.
weight
Devin
class,
Haney
bro.
saved his life because Gary Russell Jr. was
Gamboa
on
was
his
champion at
bumper.
130. Hey, man,
on his
hey,
helmet.
hey, Gamboa was champion at 130. You pulled him up one weight class. You know
Nah, he pulled him up 2 weight classes. Stop.
He was
Gamboa was 126 pounder. Go back and do your research. Stop capping for your boy, man. Just keep it a buck. Just say you think Bud gonna beat Earl. Stop trying to lie to us, fam. We not casuals, bro. We not casuals. You can't make a narrative for
I
us.
bet Bud Dick Riders wake up in the morning and say, I pledge allegiance to the cap of all caps of America. I'm gonna cap for
Damn,
Bud
bro.
till I can't stand. One nation under
you shouldn't
Bud.
say the word I.
I'm a
You shouldn't
cap.
say the word I too loud, bro. Don't say
You
the word
cap
I
all
too
the time.
loud,
You've
bro.
been capping since I've been up here. Cap.
Man, y'all shitting on Bud and Bud hard work. Listen, if y'all believe in Bud truly, then stop making up shit. Look, man, look, bro, for real, fam, Here, check this out, bro, for real. Listen, bro, I'm just gonna say this. Look, I get that you believe in Bud, bro. Hold on, fam. I get that you believe in Bud, bro. Okay. I get that you believe. Say, look here. Hold on. Let me
put the pom poms
breathe,
down for a
fam.
second.
Breathe,
You
fam.
can't pull
Chill.
his skirt down long enough. God damn.
Damn.
The panel full of Spence dick riders.
Just breathe, bro. Just breathe for a second. I get that you believe in Bud, but
What is he doing here?
listen, what I'm asking you to do, okay?
Chickens in the cow.
As just a fan of boxing, okay? We can go everything that we have been talking about. Hold on. Just let me finish, fam. Just let me finish. God damn. Let me finish. Bro, everything that we have been talking about, we can clip a link to and bring up. Everything that you keep bringing up, bro. Everything that you keep bringing up. Why in the hell are 6 motherfuckers, 6, 5, 6, 7, 10 motherfuckers? Say, bro, look. Just if you want to give Bud some credibility, just say he gonna win the fight. Don't try to change history. Don't try to change history. That's where you get. That's where we get shit. That's where we get shit fucked up. His trash ass accolades and shit. Bring them up. Bring up Julius Sendago and Ricky Burns, nigga. Bring that shit up, because that's what happened. But what didn't happen? Earl did not duck out. How in the hell ESPN gonna allow them to promote a fight that they're not gonna have on their network?
Leonard Ellaby got him pound for pound #1, and Leonard Ellaby is with PBC and Floyd. So what does that tell you? They believe
y'all just make sure y'all use protection before y'all bust a day. Y'all got so many Bud babies.
Read between the lines, bro.
Let me answer this question. Hold on.
Some of these Bud babies. Quit taking them like that. You can't keep getting pregnant like that.
Let me answer this
them,
question, bro. Everybody simmer down. Let me answer the question. To answer your question, I am Karma. He need to fight Devin Haney, bro. To answer your question. He need to fight Devin Haney.
Mikey should have fought Devin Haney, man. Mikey should have fought Devin Haney.
And Errol Spence should have fought Devin Haney.
They was in the same
Come
weight
on, you
class,
weirdos.
right? They was in the
They
same
want Earl, now Earl running from Jerron. They want anybody
Right.
but Bud to jump in there. You know what I'm saying?
Errol ducking everybody under the sun.
Man,
But
Jerron,
Bud
come
ain't
beat
never
up
called this
Earl.
man out ever.
Nah,
That man was
ducking
calling
Bud
out. That man called out
ducking
Manny
Bud
Pacquiao and Keith Thurman for goddamn, I don't know how long. He called out Manny Pacquiao for 7 years. Gets the fight with Manny Pacquiao. Then ducks the fight with Manny Pacquiao. But you ain't
Bud
said
is a
the
knockout
motherfucking
artist.
word about that shit.
He a knockout
You
artist
ain't
saying
saying
he
one
wouldn't
word about
take
that
50-50.
shit.
Here we can. I can answer.
Did he not dump Manny Pacquiao?
Hey,
Did he dump Manny Pacquiao?
real spill.
Did he dump Manny Pacquiao?
Ain't no real
Did he
spill
dump
coming out
Manny
your mouth.
Pacquiao?
You
I'm
cap.
keep asking till you answer the question. Did he dump Manny Pacquiao?
Yeah, he dumped Manny Pacquiao. He was willing to take 20% with Manny Pacquiao. If it was 50 million on the table and he was gonna take 10,
because we wait for the money to deposit.
it was 50 million on the table with Manny Pacquiao. He was willing to take 10. But taking 20% with Earl would earn him $2 million more than he done ever made. If he'd have took 20% with Earl, if he'd have took that same percentage with Earl, what Earl was offered, he was gonna make $12 million. BFTV broke it down for you on the fucking calculator. See them facts. See what I'm saying? When a nigga start coming with facts, you start talking fanboy shit. Come back with a fact, bro. It's a fact.
I got a question. I got a question.
At the Danny Garcia fight, did Bud not say he wouldn't take 50-50? Is that a fact or is it not a fact?
Man, I don't know about no 50-50.
I know you don't fucking know because it don't fit your narrative.
Right.
No, because I don't believe in that bullshit.
fuck up.
Shit y'all be
I
saying.
got a question. When they couldn't make the first time they couldn't make
Swallow the babies, bro. Quit hiking your legs up.
Hold on. The first time they couldn't make the Porter fight, when they first put Porter number one in the WBO.
Nigga, they offered Porter $1 million.
Let me just ask this question. The first time they did that, right? And then Bob Aaron came out and said Porter was only worth $1 million, and they couldn't get the fight to happen. When Jerron Boots Ennis said, "I'll take the $1 million," how come Bud Crawford didn't go for that?
Because he knew his fighter would get washed for nothing. God damn it.
Matter of fact, while we talking on the subject of Sean Porter, how did that fight come about anyway? Didn't they make him fucking fight him?
Fuck you mean? The WBO forced the fight. It ain't nothing that Bud wanted.
Fight him. Y'all over there sitting there talking about he's number one welterweight. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Y'all motherfuckers weird.
They some clowns, bro.
You Bud sexuals are weird as fuck.
Hey, bro. Hey, that fight.
Like I said, swallow the kids instead of hiking your legs up. You can't keep getting pregnant like that, bro.
Soft ass homie Spence, bro. Motherfucking out here fighting 135.
You can't keep getting pregnant like that, bro. You know you can't take care of all these kids, man. Start swallowing some. Let them dump them over the chest, bro. God damn.
Bud must be paying child support for y'all niggas. That's the way he is.
Tell that big drunk motherfucker get in the ring, man. Tell that big drunk
A
motherfucker.
prime example of weekend pussy gone wrong.
Hey,
God
the difference between a Bud, the difference between a Bud Dick Rider and an Errol Spence fan? You ain't never got to worry about finding receipts when you talking to an Errol Spence fan because they bring receipts with them. Y'all make your own shit up on the way in. Oh well, Bud fought Jesus Bud fought Jesus and knocked Jesus out the third round. I was there. I seen the whole thing. Y'all goofy looking ass man.
I told you when he beat Sean Porter, they was gonna act like he beat Mike Tyson. I told you that.
Bud knocked out Deontay Wilder in 1 round. Show did.
I told you, fam.
Man, he knocked out Anthony Joshua yesterday.
You don't mind them fighting 35.
Kenny was scared of Bud at 17 years old. He told y'all he was scared to pass the man in the hallway.
Check this out, bro. Everybody listen. This is what I'm gonna do because I gotta end it. I'm gonna put everybody backstage. I'm gonna let y'all come up one by one. Get it off your chest, get your last little piece off, and then I'm gonna have the next one come out, man. It's been a great show. Y'all know all opinions are welcome here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put everybody backstage. I'm gonna let Main Man go first. Main Man gonna say everything he wants to say. Get it off his chest. Don't worry, I ain't gonna let nobody be up for 10, 15 minutes. So here we go. I'm about to remove this person. Take this person out. Take this person out. Go ahead, man. Do your thing, bro.
I want first off tell Knockout 86 Box TV. Hey, brother, thank you for having me on your panel, man. And I hope I didn't get too loud. That's just me and it's just who I am. Anybody who allows me
it's
on the
boxing.
panel, that's who I am.
It's boxing talk, bro. It's boxing. You know me.
Exactly. You already know how it is.
I
Bro.
don't
You know what
care,
I'm saying?
bro.
Yeah,
I
it's all
don't
love,
care.
man.
We
And
just
that goes,
talking
and that
boxing,
goes,
and nobody
that
taking
goes,
it personal.
yeah, and that goes to everybody that was on the panel, man. Hey, y'all gotta excuse me for those who don't rock no main man. This is how main man do. You know what I mean? Don't take it personal, and don't get your little panties in the bunch when y'all get up here. You know what I'm saying?
Now
But I will say this.
dead ass wrong. He dead ass wrong, but this is what he do.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I would say this, man. I find Terence Crawford to be the number one fighter overall, number one pound for pound, number one welterweight. I believe that he's beating the best guys on Errol Spence Jr.'s resume. He's beaten better. He's a 3-division champion, 2-time lineal champion. You know what I'm saying? Something that they can never aspire to, only hope to aspire to get. He's a 3-division champion. Them boys are 1-division champions. It's no way that you can even put them in the same sentence. They got to get like Bud. None of them dudes has never beat unified champions, 3-division champions, Olympians, beat every style in a convincing fashion on a devastating knockout streak. You know what I'm saying? As for Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr., I do hope we get that fight. Earl has backed out so many times where I don't know what to believe. I don't know. I don't care what he put on his social media. I don't care about none of that. Let's not forget, after he beat Danny Garcia originally, and you can go back to the interviews, he was talking about rematching Shawn Porter again. So I don't trust anything Errol Spence Jr. say or do. I know he wants the money. He likes to make the bags. That's why he went off and fought Mikey Garcia to get his money up, and that's quite all right, because Terence Crawford went to ESPN to get a $3 million guarantee. They got to do what they got to do to secure the bags, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But where we at now, Errol Spence Jr.'s spot now is under threat, or I say been taken, because of all of the stalling. And it's not saying that Earl is a bad fighter. I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm saying just because the division keeps going, even though Earl's sitting back doing nothing, the division keeps going. And I look at Terence Crawford. He beat a very game Shawn Porter, the first man to stop him. He beat Kell Brook, a healthy Kell Brook that wasn't putting in medical extensions, unlike when he fought Earl. He put in several medical extensions, came from fighting Gennady Golovkin. No, I think he fought two better versions. I thought he beat him better. You know what I'm saying? Last point I want to hit on. If anybody out there think that Terence Crawford is going to fight Errol Spence Jr., same way that he fought Shawn Porter, you fooling yourself. Y'all may not see no weaknesses in Errol Spence Jr. because of the opposition that he's been fighting. So it's easy to convince people when you're beating up on Danny Garcia, who barely swinging, and you going life and death with Shawn Porter. I totally understand that. And he was losing the fight to Kell Brook before Kell Brook's eye went out. So I say this. Errol Spence Jr.'s chin ain't been checked by no one in years. Y'all need to understand, Terence Crawford is a different beast. He's a knockout artist. So all of that shit that y'all been seeing other fighters land on Earl, that will have a different outcome if Terence were to land those same punches. And all I'm telling y'all have not seen Errol Spence Jr.'s chin checked in a long time by a knockout artist, because there are no knockout artists at welterweight other than Terence Crawford. So when he get in there, when he get in there, and all of that shit that y'all seeing, and Terence fought this guy that way, remember, Terence has beaten several opponents many different ways. And the one X factor that Earl has never faced his entire career is a knockout artist. And he's going to tell you. And that's going to be the first time he don't have to deal with that with Terence Crawford. But I'm out of here, knockout, man. Hey,
man, let them know before you dip off, bro. Before you dip off, let them know where to find you, and kind of when you going live and all that shit, man.
Hey, yeah, man. Much love to everybody, man. Y'all can catch me over at Main Man Made Man's Boxing, man. Checking me on out. You know what I'm saying? We always keep it 100. We keep it live. We keep it factual. We do our homework at all times, and most importantly, we're a fam over there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all are familiar with me. For those who are not familiar with me, come on, check me out, man, and see if you like it. So it's your call.
He do good work over there, and he do good work, and our opinions couldn't be further from different. But I'm gonna cook once I let everybody else talk. Y'all know I'm gonna go off, but he a great brother, bro. He always show me love, and it's just boxing talk. But man, thanks for coming on, bro. I appreciate it,
bro. Yes, sir.
All right, man. Peace out. All right, let's go to. I want to get somebody that's going. I just did Crawford. I want to go Spence. Let me get my boy Trill Will up here. Trill Will did not like what he was hearing from Main Man. Trill Will, the floor is yours. I ain't even gonna say nothing, bro. Talk your shit, man.
Bruh, to cap or not to cap, that is the question. Let me just debunk all that bullshit he just fucking said. Number one, at 140, when Bud fought for Undisputed, he fought the easiest fucking route he could think about fighting. The most glorious name that everybody bragged about before he fought Sean Porter was fucking Yuriakis Gamboa. That was the only name though everybody brings up. Gamboa this, Gamboa that. Oh, he beat Gamboa. He beat Gamboa. They ain't talking about the old same weight drain fucking Gamboa that Bud Crawford fucking beat in a one-leg Benavidez that he beat. They ain't talking about none of that shit. They're gonna cap for this motherfucker until they make up their own narratives about Bud Crawford. They make
I ain't
up
gonna
that...
cut you off, bro, but let me get this money right quick. Salute
ahead, bro.
Machine in the super chat. Great show, knockout. I truly enjoyed it. Hashtag man down. Will, floor is yours, bro. Keep
Man, fuck, I ought to go put on my Errol Spence t-shirt just for all that fucking capping that main man was over here doing. He should be ashamed of himself, and you call yourself a fucking boxing fan. You over here capping to the level of captivity. I ain't never seen nobody make up a whole fucking
Bro, were you about to
narrative.
say level of captivity?
Captivity. All the he's captain of the cap team. Like, God, like it, but it's just not him though. It's Bud Dick Riders in general that you cannot have a civil conversation, because the whole time I've been up here, the whole time I've been listening in, anytime somebody says an objective point with facts that you can pull up with a video, with an article, with someone saying it, with Errol saying it, you can show them the video with Errol Spence and Bud Crawford backstage at a fight. Bud standing right there, his homeboy running his mouth. Errol asked the man right there, let's fight. Let's get in the ring. Oh, I'll stop you, man. Bullshit, you won't stop shit. It's on video. They seem to lose touch with that kind of shit. Then they still leave out facts. Then you want to talk about, well, Errol's scared of Bud. Since when? When Bud came into welterweight, who was Bud calling for? Bud was calling for, oh man, I'll fight anybody. I'll fight anybody. 2 hours later, when he gets to welterweight, oh man, you know, Keith Thurman is the man, man. You know, him and Manny Pacquiao. I see myself beat Manny Pacquiao.
Let me do a quick plug. Let me do a quick plug right quick. Y'all be sure to check out me and KQKC Boxing Network. We live every Sunday together, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to be on his platform this Sunday after the fights this weekend. So you want to find out what happened with Figueroa and Fulton. You want to find out what happened with Lopez and Cambosos. You want it all broken down for you. Me and KQKC Boxing Network will be live on his platform, 9 a.m. Central Time, and we switch every Sunday, but we go live together every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We'll continue, my brother. Go ahead, do your thing.
Church. Just the level, like, it's almost as if, and I mean, I'll simmer down, because I don't really get emotional about shit like that. It just, I can't stand hearing people just make up shit. I don't like lies. But one thing about it is, whenever you talk to somebody who's a hardcore Spence fan, they normally 10 times out of 10, they have facts to support what their argument is. Bud Crawford fans make up their own shit on the way in, and then they'll say the first thing that they think people are going to believe or be dumb enough to believe. You can say, well, he's a 3-division champion. Who did he beat? At 140, who had the toughest road to Undisputed? Which is the reason why I respect Josh Taylor's run as Undisputed champion versus Bud Crawford. I'm going to tell you how much ESPN respects Bud Crawford. They respected Bud Crawford so much that at a Lomachenko fight, they never showed his face on the pay-per-view. Not one time. They showed Tyson Fury. They showed Lomachenko. Bud Crawford was at the goddamn fight. Did not show him one time. They panned the camera to him once at that fight. And he's allegedly the #1 welterweight, #1 pound-for-pound fighter. See, their pound-for-pound list is nothing but subjective. Whoever old media wants to be at the top of the list, they'll put him at the top of the list. They'll put Oscar Valdez at the top of the list if they want to, because that's what they fucking do. They'll put Canelo, even though he's a fucking drug cheat that's been a convicted drug cheat, they'll still stick him up there at top. They'll say, oh, Canelo's #1 pound-for-pound fight. They'll do shit like that because that's what old media does. That's yet another reason why the LDBC is here. That's the reason why more people listen to the LDBC than old media. Thank you very much. But anyways, Bud Crawford would get his ass beat because what he left out was the fact that when Bud fought Mikey Garcia, there was a fat count. When he fought Danny Garcia, he really didn't train out of his own admission. Now he has his man, Blu-ray, his strength and conditioning coach, world-renowned, that's back. When he was fighting with Errol Spence, when he was training with Errol Spence the first time, he had 11 straight knockouts.
Nobody ever lasted with Errol Spence. 11 straight KOs. Went on a fucking everybody. He was beating people up so bad. He had the whole division shook. Keith Thurman ducked him. Everybody was fucking ducking him. They called him the boogeyman. Even Money Mayweather came out and said, "Oh man, you know, he's the truth." If I'm saying anything that's capped like these fucking Bud Dick Riders, please stop me, KO, because I don't want to be up here being disingenuous.
Hey, no, you were doing. I let main man go. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let Jalik go. I'm open to all opinions. I'm gonna give mine at the end, but go ahead, bro. I'm gonna get somebody else up. But go ahead.
Errol Spence is going to walk Bud down, and what he conveniently left out, talking about he's a knockout artist. He didn't knock out Kell Brook. That was stopped by a referee. He didn't knock out fucking Sean Porter. His daddy went up there looking fruity, waving that little white flag. Hand me the towel. And he threw the towel in. He didn't knock out nobody. How you knock out Sean Porter and he's punching on the canvas in frustration? They don't talk about this shit because it don't fit their bullshit ass God complex they have for Bud. Bud gonna get his ass whooped. He coming in and they left out the convenient part that Sean Porter was beating his ass all the way up until he got stopped. They left out the convenient part that Kell Brook was whooping his ass till he got greedy and got caught with a counter. They left all this shit out. But we the fucking dick riders. We're emotional. We're the ones making up shit. But these are all fucking facts. All this shit is on video. But what do you do when you get Bud Crawford's coward ass in that ring finally with Errol Spence Jr.? I tell you what, don't get your ass in there doing what you did against Sean Porter, because it's going to be a different type of fight. And the reason why the fight looked the way it did against Sean Porter is because Errol Spence fought Sean Porter at Sean Porter's fight. He stayed in his chest all night. They stayed in each other's chest. Bud was holding all fucking night. That's another part they leave out. But was not Bud holding the whole fucking fight when he fought Sean Porter? Yes, he was. He was reaching out and holding. Like he was trying to hug.
He rejected the clinches. He did reject the clinches. He was trying to get to a distance because he had a huge advantage at distance. Yes, that's true.
Thank you. He kept hugging like he was hugging Sean like they ain't seen each other in 15 years. But then they sit up here and try to pick apart and tell, well, Errol Spence ain't this, he did that. You got to have two people in the ring to fight, G. If motherfuckers is running from Errol Spence, how the fuck is he going to get a fight? Just like the same thing they did with Deontay Wilder at heavyweight. Motherfuckers running for the hills, afraid to scare. Vladimir Klitschko did it. Running. Oh, man, I'll fight Bermane Stiverne. Wilder wins the belt. Oh, man, fuck this shit, man. I'm gone. I'll go over to the UK and fight Anthony Joshua. No, they leave this shit out. If you're going to talk about something, talk about it in full context. I'm a big boy. I can take it. I can take criticisms of Errol Spence because I like Errol Spence as a fighter. Errol Spence goes in there. Errol Spence doesn't have a definitive style. He's pretty much a whole cluster of fucking downloading information in the ring and beating motherfuckers' ass. That's what he does. So when Errol Spence and Bud Crawford ever get in that ring, if Bud gets the balls to get in the ring with Errol Spence Jr., it's going to be a fucking bloodbath. Guarantee that. Shout out
let
to
them
you,
know
KO.
let them know where to find you, bro.
Find me
drop
on
your
here.
link in the chat on your way out.
I am Trill Will right here on YouTube trying to get back. I'm on my campaign back to my grando so I can grow my shit just like my boy growing his shit. And I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of your hard work.
Bro.
I'm proud of what I seen on your channel. I watched you grow, and I'm so glad you're doing the work you're doing, man. Keep doing the hard work you're doing, bro.
I am, bro. Hey, and as always, bro, drop your link in the chat. I told you anytime you come over here, drop your link, bro. Let them know and to subscribe to you. You're always welcome. But thanks for hopping on, bro, and giving us some time, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, peace. All right, let me go. We got to go Team Crawford. We got to bring in my boy Jalik. Jalik, let everybody know where to find you, bro.
Just like
let them know when you're going live and all of that stuff. And then the floor is yours.
I just started back like Sundays a couple times a week. But I appreciate you having me on the panel, and we can agree to disagree. We don't have to be like a cult where we all have to agree. Shout out to my man Ill Will and everybody else, and shout out to everybody in Texas, because y'all Texas niggas really stick together. The bottom line, I want to see the fight as much as y'all, you know, in my opinion, based on what I see, because men lie, women lie, energy don't lie. Errol Spence, I thought he could beat Keith Thurman back in 2015. Errol Spence was going after Thurman. Thurman was going after Danny, everybody who he thought he could beat. Somebody being scared and somebody believing that they can win is two different things. It's obvious that Keith Thurman thought he could beat those guys, but when mentioned Errol Spence's name, Errol basically took his heart. He said, I don't train hard. I'm not ready for that. So the same thing that happened to him is the same thing that happened to Errol. So the same energy Thurman was given is the same energy that Errol is given. So a lot of y'all niggas, I know y'all fans, but it's obvious he don't believe he can win. And it's plain, and I'm willing to put my money up. Errol is a good fighter. Hopefully he's healthy. He's going to have to do something because Jerron Boots Ennis is about to be his mandatory. It could happen next. Do fight.
And he'll smoke it, and he'll smoke him too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just messing with you, bro. Go ahead, keep talking, bro. I know you like
That's why
Ennis,
he
bro.
didn't make the fight with Bud, because it wouldn't even make business sense to fight Boots right now. He want to fight Bud to get his highest payday. So that's the fight that we all want to see. If Errol Spence was to somehow beat Crawford, I'll be the first to admit it. Yeah, I'll be picking these guys, but I'm not a fanboy of no guy. I can break.
No, you always do. Shit, we both do. That's why I got nothing but respect for you, bro.
That'll cost him in certain fights. But Styles make fights. Crawford is a very confident fighter, so you're gonna have to take his confidence away. His defense isn't great. His ring generalship is. I've been said this when I first got on YouTube that he had knocked Errol Spence out. A lot of y'all believe in Errol Spence more than he believe in himself. All you got to do is just look at the tape. Errol Spence and Jamal Charlo was fighting to see who want to be the biggest duck award. Jamal Charlo scared of Boo Boo Andre.
Hell no, I don't think it's close, bro. And I'm Texas all day, but Jamal Charlo out here, we gave him back to Louisiana, bro.
But you from Dallas though. Houston and Dallas, what's that? 3 hours away?
Yeah, Earl ain't no duck, bro. Jamal Charlo, I don't like the energy, bro. Like Andrade, like I don't want to go too long. I'll just say this: like I got a little brother. If you screw my little brother out some money, then you call me or say you want to fight me. I'm trying to find out where we meeting at. Jamal Charlo, Andrade, the messed up Jamal Charlo bag, messed up his money. And then Andrade is want to fight you too, bro. So you could get a unification fight, the biggest bag of your career, and you get to get back for your little brother. I don't even think it's close, bro. Jamal Charlo out here looking bad, bro. But go ahead, man. I want you to get your last shit off.
Thanks for having me on. Thanks to everybody in the panel, man. I'm willing to put the money up. Earl is, like I said, is a good fighter, but he got the high guard defense. He don't really move his head, and he's not a great counterpuncher. And he ain't have a knockout in almost 4 years. His confidence is shook. I know it. And he can't knock out a 126 guy. Like I said, he got to build his confidence back up. I'm at the point where I don't really want to see the fight, because just like
hell no, Joey, don't do that.
Before I go,
don't do that.
After a while, I felt like Earl was bullying Keith Thurman, so I said I don't want to see. I want to see two guys that believe they can win. Errol Spence's confidence is shook, and it is hard to get it back. But I'm out of here. Peace.
All right, bro. Hey, man, I appreciate you hopping on, bro. Enjoy the rest of your night, man. And you always welcome, bro. Man, he said Earl getting bullied, bro. Let me bring Kwame up here. Maybe Kwame will talk some sense. Kwame, man, help me out, bro.
I'm glad amateur hour is finally over. Okay.
But y'all been going there. Y'all wouldn't let me talk, bro. I'm like, man, hold on, let him talk. Let him talk. But y'all get serious, bro. But go ahead, get your last word. Everybody know where to find you. You know, Lloyd.
Y'all can find me. Gotcha. Yeah, you guys can subscribe to Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk on YouTube, and Loyal to the Game Boxing and Sports 2 on Facebook. Look, I'm not gonna go too long. I'm just gonna go over, like Trill said. The Spence supporters, we could talk about facts. If you see what Jalil talked about, was a whole bunch of shit that he has no proof about. He's talking about how he's talking about Errol Spence's confidence, like he spent the day around Errol Spence in his life, like he knows anything. All right, this is what the Bud guys do: is they just create narratives and then they brainwash themselves to believe the narrative, and it makes zero sense what he's talking about. Here's what I do know, right? I want to know why Terence Crawford is the only fighter in the history of boxing that gets to evade the rules of business and making pay-per-view fights when it comes to negotiating a pay-per-view fight. I'm confused why none of these guys bring up, and we're not talking about whose money. I don't care what they make. I ain't making money off of either one of those guys. I'm actually paying for the pay-per-view. But all I know is that when Floyd Mayweather came up to fight Arturo Gatti, he made less money. and he had way more accolades. Was on the pound for pound list and all of that stuff. But Arturo Gatti was the draw in Atlantic City. That was his home. He had fought on pay-per-view. He had a following, you know. So I'm just confused on how someone who had 50,000 pay-per-views, 100 and we don't even know what American, let's say 125, and then we just see 135 from this one, has the stones to tell the unified champion of that division that he wants 50-50 or no fight. And this guy has sold at least 2 to 3 times the amount of pay-per-views you sold. I just want to know how he gets to get a pass on that and then stand tall on it and say 50-50 or no fight, and then you turn around and say, well, the other guy is ducking.
Real quick, Kwame, y'all go subscribe. Real quick, man. Y'all go subscribe to I Am True Will. I got his link up there right now, man. Y'all subscribe to my brother. Go ahead, Kwame.
I also just wanna understand, like, how come with Sean Porter is and with Sean Porter and Triple G, they say when Earl fought him, they said they were people's leftovers, not Triple G. Kell Brook. They said Brook was Triple G leftover, Porter was Thurman leftover. But when Bud fights them, doesn't by their own logic, doesn't that make them those people's leftovers plus Errol Spence's leftovers because he beat them as well? So I'm just kind of confused about that. I don't understand how you beat somebody how you beat someone. We know in boxing, especially if you fight in a fighter who's in his 30s, like Sean Porter's 34. We know in boxing, normally the younger the fighter is, the better they are in their career. They're more fresh, in their career. Yep. But you know what, Terence Crawford, he got his W, he got his win, and that's all fine and great. But at the end of the day, Sean Porter doesn't have a dominant jab like Errol Spence. Sean Porter is not an accurate inside fighter like Errol Spence.
Now you talking my language. Talk some in the ring shit. Keep going.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sean Porter is a very durable guy, but the fact of the matter is his skill set wasn't that great late in his career, to the point where they brought Barry Hunter to clean some of his stuff up to make him look more like a boxer. So look, no one's taking no credit away from Terence Crawford, but the only thing that I've ever seen from Terence Crawford, is cap, because he's the only one who's constantly dismissing the fight. He's the only one that's saying 50-50 or no fight, or the fight is behind me, or I don't need this. I say Errol Spence says 60-40. Oh, well, I don't need him. I could go into the Hall of Fame today if I retire. What kind of response is that? These are the things that have been said. So I could only go off what a person does and what a person says. And the stuff that Terence Crawford says is completely contradicting to what his fan base puts out there. His fan base makes it seem like he's the person who is the most dominant. He's the most alpha person, but that's easy. It's easy to be the most alpha person when something's not going to happen. It's funny, but when Bob was there, he's trying to act like, oh, I want the fight. Now Bob's out the way, and you're not even trying to make the fight. One moment, explain this to me. A week into the fight, he's doing a podcast show. They asked him about the Errol Spence fight. He says, it's behind me. The following week, during fight week, he has someone petitioning the WBC. I mean, I don't think this guy has a clue what he really wants to do. I think he's in conflict with what he really wants to do. But look, at the end of the day, both of these guys are great fighters. We'll get a great fight. I have Errol Spence beaten Sean. I have Errol Spence beating Terence Bud Crawford. I saw nothing in the Terence Crawford fight against Sean Porter. It actually made me more confident watching that fight that Errol Spence would beat him. And when I was watching the fight, I was like, this guy, he can't beat EJ. And if you think about it, right, I had the score 5-4 going into the 10th. And it
in favor of who?
And Porter. And
I had the same scorecard.
I had 5-4 in favor. I had 5-4 in favor of Porter. It could have went. If a person would have said I had a 5-4 to Bud, I wouldn't argue with them. What I do know is that the way that Bud got Porter out of there is something that Spence would never do. Spence does not lunge in. He is not going to.
I could tell you exact. I gave Porter the first 3 rounds. I gave Crawford round 4. I gave Porter round 5. I gave Crawford round 6 and round 7. I gave Porter round 8. I gave Crawford round 9, and then Crawford stopped him in round 10.
Yeah.
Let me get this. Let me get this super chat right quick. Rick Williams, I appreciate you, bro. $5 in that super chat. He says, Bud himself said it was Bob not making the fight, so it should be next. He was supposed to watch Sean Porter and didn't. Let's see how he rock with EJ. I couldn't agree more. Let's see the fight. Kwame, go ahead and wrap it up for me, bro, and let me get to 817 and let me get my last words and get on down, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it's going to be an excellent fight. The fans are going to win. But what I will say in regards to the fight being made, we have to hold Terence Crawford accountable for getting the fight made, because negotiation means that I give an offer and then you come back with a counter. If your counter is that if I don't get exactly what I want, even though the way that all fights have been negotiated, it shows that I haven't earned what I'm asking for, and I'm saying no fight if I don't get my way, then we got to call a spade with that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the data to reflect what you're asking for, but you want it just because you're so used to being quote unquote the A side against lower opposition, but now that you're in a situation where you're in a fight that's considered a 50-50 fight, because no one had, well, I didn't have it, but I'm just saying, now that you're in a big pay-per-view 50-50 fight, the negotiations are different. You have to go by what the rules are, and the rules are he who sells the most gets the bigger cut. That's just what that's how it's always went. So if that's not if you're so confident, right? Because this is my question. If you're gonna make the most money you ever made in your career, why are you worried about what the other man's making? If you're so confident, if you are so confident you're gonna just run through this person and win, and once you do that, it's gonna put you into superstardom where you don't have to ever worry about being a B-side or anything like that. I mean, the real pound for pound greats like Floyd Mayweather, that's what they did. They went and fought the Oscar De La Hoyas when motherfucker gave him 28% of the purse and chose his gloves and chose his weight and chose his size of the ring. You know what I'm saying? That's what people do when you want to be great. You don't sit on a high horse and then not give the fans the fight that they want to see, and then produce the narrative when you're saying you don't want the fights behind you, that the other person's scared of you because you're trying to do something that no one else has done in the history of boxing in order to make a pay-per-view fight. But I digress. I appreciate you, Knockout, having me on the panel.
Always, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. Like I said, you guys could subscribe to Loyal to the Game Boxing on YouTube, and we appreciate you. And I'm out of here. Salute to the
You got a Facebook group too, don't you?
Yeah. I Loyal to the Game Boxing and Sports 2 on Facebook.
All right, bro. Well, I appreciate you coming on. You know you're always welcome, bro. Have a good one.
Thank you, sir.
Last but not least, my man 817 Boxing B. What's up, bro? What's your final words to the people? And then I'm gonna give my final words, because I got a whole lot to say, but you go ahead and get it off, bro.
Man. Say, look, let me shout to the people and tell them, y'all already know what it is with me. You feel me? Salute to you, Knockout, for the panel and giving us the opportunity to get this off, because this shit need to be buried after this. You feel me? Till these boys make the fight. You feel me? But let me say this. It's important that people spend their valuable time in a proper manner. You feel what I'm saying? And what I'm saying by that is we already have established that old media don't do it for us. That's why we're here in this YouTube space. So quit wasting your time with these bullshit channels and people that's got to make up narratives. This man changed the whole saying to fit his narrative. The motherfucker said men lie, women lie, but energy don't lie. I thought it was men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie.
Ain't that like a Lil Wayne song or something?
Man, you feel me? So I'm just saying. So I'm just saying, bro. y'all would do a whole lot better just saying, say, man, I believe Bud gonna win. This why I believe why he gonna win, and stand on that. Because we live in the age of social media, bro. The internet is a motherfucker, man. And just like the people that was on the freeway the other day out there in San Diego when the money flew out the money truck, the dumbass broad was on there while she was picking up the money. She was probably one of the two that got arrested. The other motherfuckers that was smart enough to pick up the cash and go on was smart enough to go on. Just quite simply because we live in an age as to where if you make a mistake on this motherfucker, we got it. You feel me? And I stand on everything I say, bruh. Showtime put a microphone in Bud's face. Top Rank didn't do that. Errol showed up to the Maurice Hooker fight because that's his partner fighting.
Yeah.
You don't really have to.
Let him know. Mo Hooker, let him know. Mo Hooker from Oak Cliff, bro.
Mo Hooker from the hood, bro.
Yeah, bro. Let him know.
Okay. So, bro, it ain't about. And look, I don't co-sign no sucker shit from nowhere. You feel me? Because Charlo from Houston and I'm with Knockout. We don't co-sign that sucker shit, bro.
At all, bro. You need to get your ass. You said you were gonna break Benavidez's neck. Don't act like you don't want to fight him now.
Facts. You ran up on that mess with that hot shit.
If I'm your little brother, bro, and somebody screwed me out some money like Andrade did Jamel, and then they call you up and they say A17, I just screwed Knockout out some money and I won't fight you. What you gonna do, bro?
Where he at?
Shit,
where he at?
Plus
where he at? That's the ultimate get back. That's the ultimate get back. You gonna get a bag and you get to whoop his ass in front of everybody. You feel me? That's the ultimate get back. So when he did that, that's when I got out the train. That's some whole shit, bro. That's some whole shit. And then the other shit followed. And see, that's what I keep saying to y'all. Like, a motherfucker don't do some whole shit one time and then just be G all the way. You feel what I'm saying? A motherfucker show you some shit before they fuck you over. And then if you allow them to, they'll keep doing it. So this man sat here for 7 years and told us he was trying to get the Manny Pacquiao fight. And made up all kind of excuses as to why he wasn't going to get the Errol Spence fight or why it wasn't going to happen. And then once he got away out the plantation, he told the truth. He said, this man didn't secure the big fights for me before, so how can he secure them for me afterwards? So all the other shit is capped, man. Look, at the end of the day, bro, let's talk about in the ring. And we already know outside the ring and the other shit they was talking was cap. I don't want to even acknowledge the shit and all they bullshit channels. Real talk. I only ride with the real. If you don't lie to me, I can't fuck with you. But look, let's talk about in the ring. The reason why I say Errol Spence is going to be Bud, I'll give you two quick reasons.
Okay.
Sean Porter was double jabbing Bud. First of all, Bud had to change southpaw, even fighting Sean Porter. I was looking for that. I was like, everybody talk about he changed from orthodox to southpaw fluidly. Blue Blood done gave him all that shit. And his accolades since Blue Blood read them off all the time. Motherfuckers really riding them accolades. But let me tell you something. How come he ain't never been able to fight a motherfucker solely orthodox? Because he be getting touched orthodox. And when he goes southpaw, it's for him to get more distance so he can see a motherfucker and see what's coming. Well, I'm going to tell you what was fucked up and why he was still losing to Sean Porter. Because even when he turned southpaw, Sean Porter, the few times he did double jab, he was still getting upside Bud's head. That's why Bud steady missing with the counter. If Bud's so elite, it shouldn't have took him 9 rounds to miss with the motherfucking counter. Bud was behind. Right. That's why a bunch of people were saying, damn, he not doing the Sean Porter work. After seeing Errol Spence go toe-to-toe with him, after being able to evaluate that fight, he already knew, say, man, don't let me get in the phone booth with this motherfucker. Let me keep some distance. So if that was a game plan from the front, he should have called Sean Porter a long time ago. It shouldn't have took him 10 rounds to catch him. Just like it shouldn't have took Canelo 11 rounds to catch Caleb. But that's neither here nor there. What I'm trying to tell you is when that boy turned southpaw, that's his adjustment. Y'all talk about adjustments. No, that's the motherfucking adjustment. But he's not a better southpaw than Errol Spence. And we seen him give up the jab, and we seen him give up the jab against Bud. So what the fuck he gonna do against the best jabber at 147 pounds, not named Jerron Ennis? Oops.
Yeah. And that reach ain't gonna be as evidence. He had like a 5 or 6 inch reach advantage over Sean Porter, so Earl ain't gonna have to lunge in like that, bro.
Facts. And And Kell Brook hadn't fought at 147 pounds in 3 motherfucking years. He was nowhere near the same fighter when Earl went across the water and took his shit. So quit talking to me about how he beat him better. I was still getting swole the fuck up before he got out of there. Sean Porter and his daddy, man, Kenny Porter told y'all he was scared of this boy at 17 in the hallway. Bud all of 5'8", 130 fucking pounds soaking wet at this time, probably at 17, nigga. He started at 135 pounds as a grown man, so think about how big was he at 17, bro.
Yeah, and he was fighting at like 126 and shit in the amateurs and shit. Like, he was small, bro.
Okay, bro. Okay, and Kenny told that story from a perspective like they was on the same damn plane, not a grown man obliging a kid making a mistake. Mentality is a motherfucker. Sean stay across the street from his daddy. Man, stop, bro. Look here. He's not a better southpaw than Errol Spence. The body work, the body punching, the constant work rate. Bud loves to fight back, and he make too many mistakes, and he emotional. I'm telling you, even fighting Sean Porter, he was trying to get the get back till Bomac stopped his ass and said, "Say, man, what the fuck you doing? You about to lose this fight, leaving him in it. Back up and box his ass." So Bomac ain't got no adjustments for him. Because when he turned southpaw and still getting hit and getting hurt, you're going to see the same shit you seen with Mo Hooker, Rob Brandt, and the other motherfucker that Bomac trained that lost, Jamel Henry. Nothing.
Damn,
So
they did lose a lot of big fights because Hooker lost to Ramirez, then he ended up losing to Ortiz, then Jamel Herring had his huge fight with Shakur Stevenson. He got his ass whooped. So seems like unless, he kind of living off of Bud, just how talented Bud been his whole career, and not really a cold-ass trainer like a lot of people say he is, bro.
Fuck
so
you mean?
I feel what you're saying.
And 2 more real quick points. Ricky Williams just echoed it in the chat. And I picked Bud to stop Sean Porter, man who never been stopped before.
Oh, there it is right there.
There it is right there. And the reason I did that is because Sean Porter don't have a game plan, and he dumb enough to follow somebody around, and he dumb enough to keep the fight going. He don't know how to take a walk.
You got me on that one. You did that shit right here on my panel. So
Fam, I told you he don't know how to take a walk. See, Caleb should have took a walk in round 11 because he didn't believe that he was up, so he felt like he still had to stay in the kitchen. But if he'd have leaned over and looked at Eddie getting in Canelo ass, maybe he'd have thought, damn, I might possibly be up on this fight. Fuck what they was gonna do with the cards. We already know they was gonna give Canelo the fight. Let that argument be amongst us. Don't go in there and get yourself knocked out. See, Sean don't have the skills to take a walk because he don't have a jab to lean on. He don't have a right hook. He don't have an uppercut. He don't have one goddamn thing you can lean on except the fact that he was durable and he was a quote-unquote great athlete. The motherfucker overachieved in the amateurs, and his daddy got the card for it because he was physically better than them kids at an early age. We seen it. Some motherfuckers move up on Pee Wee, goddamn me, because they more athletic. And they more advanced than the other kids. We seen it all the time. And Kenny been riding on that. But I'm out knockout. Salute to you, man.
Bro,
Appreciate the opportunity.
You know you always welcome. I appreciate you coming through, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm going to say it and then I'm out. 2-Eye Early's back. He off the plantation, bro. What the fuck he gonna do?
Already, bro. I appreciate you, man. All right, so let me give my last word because this was crazy today. And I gotta wrap up. The wife is hitting me up like, you said you was gonna only go for this long, but we had to get this boxing talk, bro. We had to get it. So let me kind of dissect all of this, bro, and break this down as objectively and just be honest with y'all, bro. I'm not gonna give y'all who I think gonna win the fight, but I will give y'all a quick glimpse into what I'm thinking. But first, let's talk about this Terence Crawford getting credit thing. I think the disconnect is this, bro. Terence Crawford diehard fans and shit, bro, they want you to give Terence Crawford the credit of, okay, he beat Sean Porter. He beat him. Now y'all need to be recognizing him as the #1 fighter in the world. Now all of a sudden, he's #1 pound for pound in the world. Like, bro, I'll give him credit, but he ain't that to me. So you can't get mad at me because I say, well, shit, I still think Spence is better off the strength of he a unified champion, and all the people that I just watched Crawford beat, his best win, I saw Spence beat him 2 years ago, bro. So how can I possibly put him over Spence? That's one point, bro. As far as making the fight, I feel like the brothers have went in enough on that. I don't really want to do that. I would just say, for me, whatever I got to do to get this fight, bro. Whatever I got to do to get this fight, I want to see Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence. I don't want to see Spence take no tune-up. He said he don't want no tune-up. Terence Crawford don't have Sean Porter. Don't have Bob Arum no more. So I'm not trying to see that shit either, bro. Like there's no excuses for this fight not to get made. And I want clarity, bro. I love being right. I hate being wrong, but I love clarity in boxing more than anything. And I want to know if these fighters truly ain't scared of each other and they really want to fight each other, or if somebody ducking, bro. If somebody really don't want smoke like they trying to make it seem, bro. So that's one thing on that. As far as in the ring, bro, this is where people lose me, bro. This is where people lose me, bro. The notion that Terence Crawford has no flaws as a fighter, bro. The notion that Errol Spence is somehow broken down. See, I didn't pick Terence Crawford to beat Sean Porter because I'm a big believer of what you show me. He showed me that he is elite. He showed me that Sean Porter wasn't on his level. So salute to him. But what my eyes also show me when it comes to Terence Bud Crawford, bro, is that he rejects the clinch on the inside, bro. That's one flaw. He don't like to fight inside. And why would you? You fighting at welterweight, you got a 74-inch reach. You're going to have the reach advantage in every fight that you fight in. So you should want to fight at a distance, bro. You should. Like that's good game planning. That's how you should fight. So I'm not knocking him for that. But what I am saying, if you reject the clinch all the time, or you reject fighting on the inside by clinching all the time, is what I should say. So if I misspoke earlier, I apologize. But if that's your style of fighting, if somebody get in on you and all you want to do is grab them so the ref will break y'all up so y'all can get back to fighting at mid-distance, that's a flaw, bro. That shows that you're not comfortable fighting at a certain distance. You only got 3 distances in boxing. You got up close and personal, you got mid-range, and you got long range. Terence Crawford is an absolute beast at long range. He's an absolute beast at mid-range. To me, inside dog fighting, he struggles a little bit, bro. It's because he doesn't get as much leverage on his shots on the inside. Timing is not as important when you're fighting on the inside. Counterpunching is not as important as when you're fighting on the inside. It's more about where your head is, what side of the other person's body you on. Can you get your hooks into the body? Can you make room for that sneaky hook up top, that sneaky uppercut up top? It's more about that shit. It's about body placement, foot placement, and taking different angles to get your shit off on the inside, more so to where you're out at distance. It's more about your timing. It's more about your reach. It's more about your counterpunching ability. It's more about your reflexes and shit, which is all areas that Terence Crawford thrives in. But you know who else can thrive, bro? People acting like, I know maybe because y'all ain't seen the man fight in a year, bro. Maybe that's what. Maybe it's because Errol Spence ain't fought since December of 2020. But what you got to understand is wherever you want to take the fight, bro, wherever you want to take the fight with that man, he'll fight you anywhere, bro. He'll fight you. What you want to do? You want to fight inside? Cool, Sean Porter. I'll dog it out with you on the inside. Oh, you want counterpunch? You want to counterpunch and see who the better counterpunch is? Okay, Danny Garcia, I'll do that shit. That's fine. I'll do that shit. Oh, you want to have a battle of the jabs? You want to see who got the better 1-2 and has the better gas tank? Okay, Kell Brook, I'll do that with you. I'll do that with you in your own hometown. That's fine. We can get it. We can get it in your own hometown. We can just go jab for jab, 1-2 for 1-2, and let's see, who the better fighter is. Like Spence has shown that he can adapt to any style. So this notion that Crawford is the only one, oh man, when Crawford get in there with Spence, Spence ain't gonna be ready for Crawford because Crawford just make such good adjustments. That shit there, like, who on the other side of him that also make adjustments, right? That can also fight like in a multitude of ways and however you want to fight. And then on top of that, Crawford gives away rounds, bro. Like Sean Porter was highly competitive in the first round of that fight. Errol Spence Jr., what's his reputation? Extremely high work rate. And what does he do? Specifically when he's training with Blue Ray, he gets stronger as the fight goes on, bro. He gets better as the fight goes on. So that's a bad combination that's not necessarily in Crawford's favor. The other thing, Crawford gonna do what? 817 alluded to it. He's probably gonna turn southpaw, bro. He's probably gonna turn southpaw. And so when he turns southpaw, that sneaky right hook / jab, Errol Spence sees that shit coming a lot easier than somebody like Sean Porter because they both southpaw, so he can see Terrence Bud Crawford's right hand even easier. That lead left hand, check right hook, that and that left uppercut that Crawford was doing very well against Sean Porter. Errol Spence sees those punches better because he's a natural southpaw. All that leaping in and getting caught that we all saw Sean Porter having to do, he had to leap in because Crawford was so much taller and so much more wiry and so much longer than him, bro. All of that shit he had to do, Spence don't have to do that when they fight, bro. And I see the homie Boxing Hog 28. I ain't never seen you before. Salute to you, bro. Thanks for coming through. He says, bro, Spence has slow feet. That's why he fought with Porter the way he did, because he couldn't get away. Spence got hit 179 times, and Crawford got hit 79 times. We can agree to disagree. I feel what you're saying, but I believe that Spence is good enough behind his jab to where he could have jabbed a lot more in that fight. He could have decided to fight at a distance, in my opinion. But what I also say is Sean Porter, regardless of how many times he got hit, I know this. Sean Porter got inside on Errol Spence. Sean Porter got inside on Terence Crawford. When he got inside on Terence Crawford held him. He didn't want to fight on the inside. When he got inside on Spence, Spence said, cool, bro, I got skills in here. Let's get it popping. As a matter of fact, I'm going to drop you in the 11th round with a hook on the inside because I'm so nice on the inside as well as the outside also. And you can talk all this shit about slow feet. Who's the fighter that Errol Spence? Because we know what it is. I'm coming. We know his style, right? I'm coming forward on your ass behind this jab, behind this technical aggression. I'm going to be disciplined, and eventually I'm going to walk you down. I'm going to make you fight my fight. All right, cool. Errol Spence got slow feet. Who just has Errol Spence fought that he wasn't able to cut the ring off on, bro? Who has he not backed into the ropes and backed in the corners and got his body shots off and all his shit off on? He's done that to everyone, bro. So my question would be, for people that think Crawford washes Spence, my question to you would be simple, bro. What happens? Because I'm telling y'all this, like everybody, oh man, Porter ain't shit, man. Crawford gonna beat him. You know what I'm saying? We want Spence, we ain't want Porter. This ain't even gonna be competitive. Then he was in a competitive ass fight. So what happens, bro? What happens when this fight is competitive too? Because yeah, I got my pick wrong, but I told y'all it was gonna be competitive as hell. And everything I told y'all had to happen in that fight happened in that fight. So the pick might have been wrong, but the breakdown was fire, bro. Let's just, you know, not to pat myself on the back, but the breakdown was fire. And I'm telling y'all right now, bro. I'm telling you right now, Errol Spence and Terence Crawford is going to be competitive regardless of who wins. And I believe that Errol Spence is going to start off the fight winning. I'm talking 4 rounds to 1, 3 rounds to 1. And being down against someone that's disciplined, against someone that's long and wiry, just like you, against someone that's naturally bigger, being behind against them is far different proposition than being behind against somebody like Sean Porter, bro. And it's something about people that have never lost before. I believe Bud is very confident. I believe Spence is very confident. So the whole energy stuff that the brother Jalik was talking about, bro, like, all right, bro, I think they both confident. I just need them to get in the ring and make the fight happen so we can have a bunch of great content, a bunch of great boxing talk, and go from there. But overall, I respect everybody's opinions tonight, but my opinion is this, man. I believe Errol Spence is the #1 welterweight in the world off the strength of being the unified champion. I believe he's the #1 welterweight in the world off the strength of everybody that I just watched Terence Crawford beat his biggest win. Errol Spence already beat that person 2 years ago, right? And until that happens, you gonna have to beat him to show me. So I don't think I'm a Terrence Bud Crawford hater. For all you Crawford fans that's in attendance, I'm not a hater. He just still got to show me more, bro. And miss me with the he already in the Hall of Fame shit. I mean, your resume still being written until your ass is out of the hall, until your ass is done fighting, bro. It's the same energy for Canelo Alvarez. Like what? Because he got undisputed, or because he's unified in multiple divisions, I'm not supposed to expect anything of him anymore. I'm not supposed to still have questions about him. It's the same thing with Terence Crawford. Like, yeah, bro, great job at 140, bro. Great job in the Sean Porter fight. Great job doing something to him that nobody ever did to him. Now show me that you're the best, bro. Show me that you're the best by going ahead and taking care of business with Errol Spence Jr. That's the fight I want to see. I don't want to see Bud Crawford in there with Keith Thurman. I don't want to see Errol Spence in there with anybody. The only thing that I'd be okay blocking this fight is if Errol Spence has a mandatory enforced upon him. But Terrence Bud Crawford more so can do what he wants because Shawn Porter was his mandatory. And at the end of the day, I leave y'all with this, and then I let y'all go to all of my boxing fans, bro. Listen. Stop making excuses and roadblocks for this fight, bro. Stop with the whole, you want this person to get a tune-up. You want that person to get a tune-up. We don't know how Errol Spence gonna respond. He ain't gonna get credit if Bud beat him. All of that shit, bro. Miss me with that. Let's just push this fight to happen, bro. That's what we need to be doing. Push the fight to happen. And if the doctors clear Errol Spence in that ring, if he goes in that ring and he fights, bro, that shit counts. Terence Crawford gets credit if he beats him. And if somebody's not giving them credit, then you know you got a fake ass boxing fan. But that's all I got for y'all, bro. I appreciate everybody that came through and participated in the chat, man. It's been lovely. Everybody that's been that came through and hopped on the panel with me, I appreciate each and every one of you. I believe the brother G5 Gabe is going to be going live. If he ain't live already, I know he's going live. Right after this is what he said in the chat. So go check out his channel, see if he's live over there. If you ain't tired of this boxing talk and you want to hear more, I appreciate everybody that came through. Y'all be sure to smash the like button on your way out. Follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. Hit me up on my email too if you got a breakdown or a prediction you want me to do. Knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. I did a last minute prediction today and picked the underdog and got it right, bro. So if you got something for me that you want me to do, then yeah, you know, hit me up on my email, man. Other than that, bro, we're dropping content daily. We'll be live with KC Boxing Network Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, man. Please smash a like on your way out, man. I appreciate y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here, y'all. Oh shit, we got a last minute super chat. Appreciate that, Ike. I had to come back on, bro. I had to come back on, man. I appreciate you with that $20 in that super chat, my brother. He said, sorry for catching the tail end. Here's your cut for your breakdown on Flores. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, man, Ike, bro. Can you believe one of the homies? I'm gonna call out his name because he supports the show. So the homie TJ and the homie MJ, they were like, hey man, can you do the prediction on whatchamacallit, bro? Can you do the prediction on Flores versus what's Jay Harris? Yeah, Jay Harris. I said, yeah, man, I'll study it, bro. I'll study it. I'll do it the day of the fight. So I studied, I did it. Can you believe they had me do all that work, Ike, and then they still picked Jay Harris, bro? They still picked Jay Harris, and so they wrote back in the chat. They were like, oh man, we should have listened to you. Yeah, bro, you asked me to do the shit. Why didn't you listen to me? He said, sorry for catching the tail end. Here's your cut for your breakdown on Flores. Like always, UK fighters crumble when battle tested by non-UK fighters. Harris forgot what defense was after round 4 or round 5. Yeah, man, I was like, bro, I said, oh, buddy from Tijuana, and he undefeated, and he like to go to the body. Shit, I got him. I got him, bro. That's an easy pick. But anyway, man, now we ending the stream. Had to hop back on and salute to my brother Ike, man. I appreciate you coming through heavy in the super chat. But everybody else, enjoy the rest of your day, man. And with that, we out of here. Peace, y'all.